Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a little bit of Uncooperative Survival. And as usual, well, not actually as usual, it's a bit of a varied crew on Uncoop, but today I've got all of them, pretty much. I've got a Tex, I've got a Spacebar, and I've got a Farrah.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Did you say varied or variegated?
I said varied. It is a fairly varied attendance and crew for Uncooperative, I find.
I mean, we are very colorful, so it could be both.
Yeah, also true. On an unrelated note, odds of a Splitsy on Uncoop tonight. Splitsy has like an open invitation to join us whenever he wants, understanding that this must be some ridiculous time of the day for him. Trying to think. Actually, no, it might not be that bad.
Well, if he wants to, he
It's
can
like
get his butt in.
No, it is quite bad. It's like 6:30, I think, in the morning. I mean, he's up for some reason, but it is like 6:30 in the morning. So yeah, hello everybody. We've got a plan. Ooh.
Cunning plan?
No, I don't think it is.
Are they best laid plans?
Originally, the title was a convoluted plan, I think.
The best laid mice of men and... Oh, wait, no. That didn't work.
Are you pondering and unpondering then?
Which mice plans was he homing in on in that particular...
Well, the same thing we plan to do every stream.
Try to take over the voxels?
World. One voxel at a time.
I believe they plan to get cheese. And also,
Depends on the type of mice you're talking about.
Are there some mice that don't like cheese?
I don't know.
Do mice even like cheese? Is this just some stupid trope we've set up?
More text fire singing.
And
Always a distinct possibility.
Why nothing is happening? That's because we're looking at the loading screen. Because this is the first time that this map's been loaded up in the release version of the game, so it's doing its first load. We have to.
It may not support. Did you get the pop-up message? This world was saved to the previous version. Mm-hmm. It may not work.
You did boost the block inventory size so we don't lose anything, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wouldn't be that bad, but I just got home from a night shift. Says that's why he's up. That's why he's awake.
Oh, yep, that would do it.
I wouldn't be awake through choice at that time of the morning, so. Oh wow, it's really doing. I mean, at least I get to have a good old look at this screenshot here of a entirely fabricated Space Engineers scenario.
What?
That doesn't even look from the game. That's like artist rendition.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there, 17. So there are one too many engineers in the shot to start off with.
I'm also noticing that there is no sign of post-processing on that scene.
Oh no, there is a sign of post-processing on that scene.
Oh,
It's
well,
just
the
been
glow
done in
around the fire.
It's been done in Photoshop afterwards.
Yeah, okay, yep.
In particular, look at the coloration of the, well, partly the sun, but also the ship that's closest to us. Those are not standard Space Engineers colors.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't lie to us. They wouldn't develop a tool to fabricate trailers or anything.
Hey, they
like
allowed
that.
Photoshop modification in the screenshot competition.
That's true.
Which was
True.
just bizarre.
That's how they got that. It's how they got the frozen asteroid of the astronaut of the north. Asteroid of the north, same thing, I guess.
Yeah, the one where someone had applied weather
like
effects.
Like a Sunday cereal. Asteroid of the North. Today, our plucky hero will find himself in the wilds of space, Alaska. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry.
At last, the evil nemesis Gorgon has captured young Billy, who must be rescued.
My heavens.
What actually is supposed to be going on in this shot as well? As far as I can tell, there's like one person actually doing something. Everybody else is just floating around, looking in random directions with their gun out, except for one guy who's got his drill out.
It's obvious. It's obviously a government job here. I mean, it seems totally appropriate.
I was gonna say that, or an episode of Engineer Wars. Where you got one guy actually doing something, the rest are just standing around.
It would have been nice to have been able to load up the map beforehand, but not knowing how long it's going to take to load and knowing that we may well come under attack immediately on load, we kind of tend to leave it until this point to load the map up. Normally, it doesn't take 5 minutes and 24 seconds. So far.
I was going to say, even the holodeck load didn't take that long.
It's a lot of supervisors, some of whom are looking at completely different vessels.
For those who are about to type in a comment, by the way, those who are watching afterward the fact, about salt, this is more along the lines of a gentle ribbing.
Yeah. There's not much else to do at this point either. They just presented us with this screenshot to look at for ages.
It doesn't even rotate through them, which is interesting. I figured, it's sort of an opportunity to sort of change up quotes and things and whatnot.
That's only usually when the game is broken that it will do that, actually. And then, of course, the other thing is that would only serve to highlight how long it takes to load worlds sometimes. I've been around this to see 3 quotes rotate through.
I wish VLC had...
For that matter, you could just count wheel rotations, which never line up. Thank you, for that, Mr. Space.
Yeah, no worries. I'm a little sad that you can't... OBS doesn't have the same thing as XSplit does, where you can draw on a layer. That would be perfect at this point.
Go full Madden on it, huh?
I was about to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
we could do full
obviously, what
shot
we
by shot
have here,
breakdown.
John, is we have these 3 over here. Draw a big circle. They're obviously calling the play, but the cluster over here, obviously they're on an entirely different field altogether. I don't know what game they're trying to play.
And over here, this here's a ref that just somehow got lost.
Well, we got 319 people now watching a loading screen. Hey, folks.
Oh. The referee, by the way, has even faced the wrong direction. I don't even know how he threw that flag.
I just want to draw a circle around them and point out again that there are 17 engineers in this shot. One more than it is possible to get into the shot under default game settings.
Well, it could be worse. I mean, there could be the 18th engineer, but he knows the skill of not being seen.
Yeah, that's a good point. Look real closely around the scaffolding. Maybe there's someone crouched down thinking he's clever. It may be that the loader's frozen. I'm giving up soon on this.
I'm actually in the game.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
You're in
how
my
are
game?
you?
Yeah, no, I'm straight up in the save.
What?
What?
Yeah, and I can see you there. I can see Farrell and player connected. Farrell 1701. I can see spacebar.
Yeah, I just
We're
hit
all in our
connected on
final
this.
pose.
What the? Yeah, it's connecting me.
Now, mind you, the voxel hasn't loaded because you're all buried underground, as is half of the duck. But
How is Textfire in a game that I'm hosting that I can't get into? How does that work?
I'm
Get out of
I'm
here,
just
stalker.
that good. Oh wait, no, the voxels have loaded.
So
Indeed,
now we can
have-
actually
we
see
have
the
a
whole
Mr.
world.
Space. We have a Mr. Space. We have a Mr. Barrel, however, and Spacebar are still
Get out of here,
disconnected.
stalker.
Well, it says it's loading on my end right now, so normally it wouldn't even get to this point before Wasted's loaded up.
Let's see. We've got a junker cargo at 2.5 kilometers.
What? Let me in!
Get out of here, stalker.
Riva! Oh, we got some donations. Cheers,
Yes!
guys. Riva Black Art. It
Finally!
just says everything.
Finally!
Well, thank
I'm
you,
in.
dude.
I'm loading in. I'm bouncing
My,
on the
I
had
ground,
to
but I'm
reply to
loading
that.
in.
My cunning plan to take over the world has started one SE server at a time. Yep, and Farrell's moving now.
Well, mind you, I have minimal voxels, no blocks around me, and I'm
and
in
so
the
is
planet right now as far
Spacebar.
as the game's
So
concerned.
far, the only person
Get
not
out of
loaded
here,
in is
stalker.
Wasted.
The host of the game is not loaded.
Help! Help! I need an adult. I need an adult. Help!
Keaton, how
Oh
did you
my
do
God.
this?
Right, let me answer these donations, guys. There's a couple of guys in chat.
Oh, man.
Jared Damon says everyone needs some salt in their life. Then there is the heart attack inducing salt of SE. As a side note, Textfire needs to make a 1-minute cat video so we can try and get it to the front page of YouTube.
Oh God.
The first video on Textfire's channel is just a video of his
It
cat
was a
for
cat
minute.
video. Man, that would be the ultimate troll. Ah,
Yep.
jeez.
There we go. We got blocks. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot we were out here
Yep.
last time.
Bar's moving. Farrell's moving. So everyone's in.
Yeah.
Hey, cool.
Oh well, have a good stream, guys.
We're live.
I guess I'm doing the dedicated host version of this then.
You're here for the AMA portion of the stream, basically.
Oh my God.
Thank you,
Oh, I don't
Jared.
want a
And
grappling hook.
Dakota as well. $50, man. Shit. Thank you very much. Need more salt? No, you don't. I've been told off. There's too much salt. We need to keep the salt low. I'll get ill
We
and
could
kill
try
myself.
to kill Wasted and see if that jogs something loose in the game.
I mean,
Okay.
is he even loaded in?
I don't know.
No, not in this. Not according to the stream, at least.
Thank you, Dakota,
Yeah,
and thank
I'm
you,
out of
Jozo,
ammo.
as well.
I
Space
can't
Engineers
even
were as
go.
well, though.
It does show you in the player list,
Huh?
though.
I heard that.
Yeah, but I can't.
I can hear you
Nope,
shooting.
nope. You're dead.
Yeah. Well, you're dead now.
I know. I heard it.
Oh man. Now see, the problem with the 10-hour video is it would totally mess up my stats. Splitsy.
I'm gonna have to kill this and reload, guys. I'm sorry. This isn't letting me in.
Alright.
I should be in by this point.
Somehow the expression on Macor's craft says it all.
Yep.
Can I log in with my other computer? That's a good question. Boot up the other account and just play off that today. An error occurred. Space Engineers is already running. No, you are not Space Engineers.
Oh, I've got a meme for that.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we're off to a good start today, aren't we?
Oh, thank you, Lilith.
Get out of here, stalker.
I could afford a big old pile of salt today. Spend all my money on. Stock up for the winter. I pressed buttons, don't worry. Entering inputs weren't doing anything.
Oh, you're running a couple of night shifts in a row, Splitsy? Oh, those are brutal.
That major overhaul of survival thing that pops up. No, not the intro.
What's this intro video people keep talking about?
It's actually auto-saved as well. What?
Good. We won't have lost all of our progress.
I've got my game with auto-saved when I never loaded in. It means its auto-save would be dead, probably.
Well, look, it'll almost certainly maybe load much faster this time.
Oh yeah, I think everyone gets the already running message when they exit Space Engineers unless you wait like 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know what it is that it's doing for those 3 or 4 minutes, but there's definitely something going on after you've quit it before it shuts down properly.
If you got Cloud Sync enabled both in the game and in Steam, it's uploading your workshop items for updating your blueprints.
And that would
whatnot.
explain why it takes such a long time for it to shut, because it has to go through, well, my blueprint connection and work out if anything's changed. I think the intro can be disabled. If nothing else, it's literally just a video file in the Space Engineers directory, so you could just delete it or replace it with a blank
Or
video
replace
file.
it with whatever you like. I'm gonna be the first person who says, is there a like a
Get out of here,
copyright
stalker.
strike free version of like the Benny Hill theme?
No, we need the technical difficulties video. That's the obvious choice.
After these messages, we'll
Ah,
be
beat you all in.
right back
Dol-
to your own server.
Congratulations.
I'm alive as well. Suck it. Still hiding in my bush from last time.
That's just a past echo of you. He'll keel over any second now.
Hey, Fog. Thank you very much, dude. Hey, I'm in. And with a strange urge to play the game in third person. Now, you guys won't be able to get in. Ooh, have you guys noticed something appear that I'd never seen before? but is on screen for guys watching at the moment. It's a little piece of red
Yeah,
text,
you got your.
very tiny, saying "Warning: Creative Tools active. Right-click will delete blocks."
I don't know if that's a feature of the Text HUD API or not.
Yeah,
I've
it
seen
might
that
be
on
text
My Other
hub.
Worlds.
No, I think that's something Zoc wanted to put it in
Yeah, I
because he
wonder
kept
why.
enabling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I'm familiar with that one. How many cargo containers did I accidentally delete in engineer core and then have to like just outside a camera view and they're desperately like, oh crap, quick, pick all the stuff up, replace the block. No one can see that I've actually got creative tools on.
Yeah, the question is, why do you have creative tools on right now?
Because I was needing to take a screenshot at the end of last episode.
Okay.
We were
Yep.
hiding in the long grass down there. You can remove it by adding -skip intro to the launch properties. Ooh.
Yep. I've had that since the beta because I cannot stand that video.
I'm going to
So
remove it
should
by
we talk
changing
about today's plan?
Or that.
Today's cunning plan?
today's
We have a
convoluted plan.
Today's convoluted plan?
Yeah.
Inspired by Splitsy, we're just going to make a ladder and climb the fuck off of this place. No. No. Our plan is much less clear-cut and probably gauge for success than that.
Yes, Tarmac, it is.
And our plan involves a hole in the ground, but I will wait for my compadres to come and join me. We need to get rid of this sled.
Waiting for the server to respond.
It is just weird.
What sled?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that sled.
Barrel sled.
Barrel sled of wind. I think.
Hey, nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine.
It is
It's only
great.
just blown itself to pieces almost twice now, you know. Still works. Kind of. I think. Where did I put a cockpit on this thing?
Oh, we're too early for Lucas. Apparently he had a surprise plan. I'm sorry, Lucas. We're ruining the plans. No, I need to start streaming a bit earlier, especially with Space Engineers, where having a bit extra energy, helpful. Is this duck rolls again? No, this is ours.
Oh man.
This is a scenario entirely of our own creation.
So, yeah. Though someone has actually taken over duck rolls and is trying to get it working again, which I am totally
Yeah, very
a
cool.
fan of.
If they manage it.
If they manage it. So fingers
I believe.
crossed.
So far, not really. Fixed some bits, but some bits are still broken.
Wait, did I say something expressly salty? I didn't.
No, not at all.
What are you doing, Saltwise?
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, I have elevated salt levels though. We have reached salt con level 4.
There we go.
Does that
Found
mean
a
I have to
place park
change
it.
Spacebar's picture over to a scary
Oh,
one? What?
I forgot I had my AFK screen on.
What did I say? Don't just go, oh.
I mean, I can change that to something else.
Okay, so.
That's perfectly.
Andrew
Seems like a
says,
perfect-
did you see that
seems like a
somebody
perfectly safe
revived
place to
duck
park.
rolls? Is that the stream delay? Because
Yeah.
talked about that.
It will be.
Okay.
Seems legit.
Yeah, White Corel. I'm assuming that's how you say his name.
Something
nothing
like
wrong
that,
with Nothing to see there. Moving on.
I'm still of the opinion that Escape from Mars is the best narrative campaign there has ever been in Space Engineers.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the only narrative campaigns in Space Engineers, to be fair.
I'm hoping there's more now that they've updated the visual basic stuff. Or the visual scripting tool.
Yeah.
rather.
But you know what I mean? It's like if you talk about actually like scenarios like duck rolls, he's pretty much alone. Right, let's check. Start off with Refinery. Refinery
he was
cannot make gravel. So, yeah. We're going to need some basic assemblers.
The
You mean
refinery
refineries?
can't make
Basically.
gravel?
Yeah, those ones. No, it makes gravel automatically. It doesn't make ingots. Or did someone
Okay.
chat confirm this for me, or otherwise we need to test this. Let me.
Well, why don't we just slap down a survival kit?
Because they're
Oh my
slow.
god! Wow. Okay. Energy is critical, and the voice of God just spoke. That was so loud.
Because they're slow, Mr. Texfire. That's why.
Oh my god. That's really honestly startled me.
Alright, automatic LCDs are back up and running now.
Cool, there wasn't
Should
many
we-
changes to that, I guess.
Never Clever's got some interesting points, though. I've made sort of a career so far out of escaping from planets. At least as far as space engineers comes.
Right, let me double
So the
check.
refinery makes ingots from stone in the same ratios as survival kits, is what Jonathan says.
Yeah, that's what I thought the case is. It just doesn't tell you it's doing it. There's no specific production for it.
Honestly, I mean, we could just simply empty a refinery totally, throw some stone in it, and confirm. But yeah,
Okay, that's not true.
no.
The refinery does not make ingots whatsoever. It turns stone straight into gravel.
That's kind of what I figured, which is a shame because. So it sounds like we need a whole bunch of survival kits. If
Is
we're
it
gonna do this then?
plausible
No,
that our
basic refineries will
Yeah.
do it. They'll do it automatically still. If you do a survival kit, you still have to queue them up.
I know Bob's picking the stone up, but I was just double checking there. I mean, I got some on me. All I needed to do was check whether or not I was right about the fact that the stone does, look, it's just going straight into gravel. There's no ingots coming out of it. That would be appearing in the refinery's output as well. The only thing I can think of maybe is the fact that these refineries were placed prior to the update might change something. But
don't think
surely
it
they
does.
just changed the reference in the file to what the refinery does. So yeah,
Should.
Kirk says there is no sound from your POV, only voice.
whose POV is this?
Barrel, sorry.
From mine.
There is. I mean, I forgot to put on blooming Splitsy's mod. Dog.
No.
No,
Splits.
there should be.
Nope. I got a lot louder all of a
There's no
sudden.
music coming on mine either, but
Wait, let's see.
Splitsy's got a mod that fiddles with sound in the game to make tools quieter,
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
which is cool. And then I asked him if he wouldn't mind doing the same thing, but one that made guns quieter as well. That way, when the constant Gatling fire is going off outside, I don't have to turn my sound off completely. Which is basically how I have it.
I totally forgot to set up music too.
A lot of
Easier.
people in chat
I'm
are
gonna get
suggesting
good at
that our refineries are broken and we should grind them down and replace them. I
Well,
would
we
propose
placed-
it's probably cheaper to just place down a quick test refinery.
Yeah, I was about to say. Put that
Yeah,
new
let's
one
just do
down.
that.
Yep. It's got to be somewhere I can cheekily. There we go. It's going to be ugly, but it doesn't have to be pretty. Where are you on the bottom? Yeah. Go on, Bob. Get it done for me.
and no, Daniel Haywood, the basic refinery also still converts them into ingots. It just
Yeah.
does it automatically for you. But if you've got a refinery, the refinery grabs the stone first, typically, before the basic refinery does. Or sometimes they'll split out. Depends on what you've got running.
Yeah, can confirm either our world is broken or. Yeah. Refineries
well,
don't
let me
produce
slap
ingots.
a basic refinery down and see if it does it.
Yeah, that definitely will.
Come on, Bob. There you go.
Because that there is not doing what it's supposed to do.
What about the simple refinery that I just?
Well, the difference with the simple refinery is that they should actually no, it's only the survival kit you queue it up in. Yeah.
Hmm.
The world's pre-released and so it's not working, basically.
It doesn't. Okay.
I was about to say, try the survival kit and see if that actually works at
Yeah.
all. That one has to be queued up manually, so in theory that one should work, right?
If it works, you just queue
It darn well
like
better.
If it worked, we just built a massive farm of survival kits.
Okay, so HS, no. Oh, see. Survival
kit.
kit. Ingots.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was working.
Okay, so it's just the survival kit does it.
Oh, that's okay. We just queue up 1,000,001 gravel out of the thing, and rain gets out of it, and it'll be fine.
Get out of here, stalker.
Okay.
Oh, did you load Clockworks?
Why can't I paint things?
Because you don't own that. That's a new thing as well.
Yep, I placed it. Apparently, it doesn't share by default. But on the
Yeah, it
other
does.
hand, I can't. Oh, I can. I can
It's
paint
shared with
your-
faction by default.
Well, I just painted them, so
Yeah, I place the refinery,
I know, and I was able to paint it.
and I can't paint it.
Yeah, I can't paint it either.
Only text fire can paint anything.
Roger that. Permanent Grable duty.
Nah, that's gonna. Keen.
It's because he was
Well.
the first person in, so now he's the host.
No, I was the last person in this time.
I meant in the first time.
Can confirm. Even new stuff I've placed down does not let me paint it.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world?
Let me make sure that I can. Yep. Nope.
Are there any refinery mods on?
Oh God.
Yes.
I might have just painted the entire base. Didn't realize you were building connected to it.
Hang on. Yes, there is a refinery mod on.
Yep. Can confirm.
Barely me.
It's feeling very green now.
It's not easy being green.
One of the ISM mods.
Apparently it is now.
One of the ISM mods adds a refinery.
The HSR refinery, isn't it?
No, that's ISM is not Krieg.
Oh. Yep.
So now I'm not even sure what to do about that. Do we?
Reload again.
Yeah, and well, the not able to paint things a bit of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Progression's off in this world. I didn't turn it on because it didn't make any sense to.
Yeah, a little too late for that. Excuse me.
Well,
Yeah, it was going to be awkward because it would probably knock all of our progression back to not being able to build anything in the middle of a base full of advanced blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Using that mod myself with no issue. Without, oh, for God's sake.
I mean, for that matter, I've got the gravel ore separator mod is also another broken one, but the world still loads with that in it.
Well, actually, I was talking about the. I'm not going to be able to do that because Bob's going to weld against me, so I can't even grind anything down to get rid of it.
We can't paint it pink.
If I can't paint, how on earth do I sort that out?
Oh, and why can I, but nobody else can?
The world was not set to reset ownership, no.
Okay, well,
Yeah, kill him.
the
Yeah.
base is back to what, a non-ridiculous color.
Yeah, well, just grind stuff down then. You mean transfer items from Bob's inventory to mine slowly?
Why don't you guys try respawning and see if that fixes it?
Okay.
I mean,
There we go. You're
I'm
kind of
throwing
stretching
shit
here,
at the
but
wall right now, but
it's not like I've got any better ideas.
Mm.
Out there. No, I didn't change the P key because of gears and connectors, because you can't change the P key without removing your color picker, because it's a shared keybind, because key are annoying. And when I say it's a shared
confirmed
keybind, even in the config files, the keybind is just called landing gear, and yet it does the color picker as well. There is no separate config for the color picker.
Besides, I don't know about
Okay.
you guys, but the key for me is the middle button, mouse button, the scroll wheel. So whether or not the color
Yeah, that's
picker has
probably-
changed, you should be able to paint something a different color. Well, that threw a monkey wrench in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't paint.
Kind of hard to hashtag paint it pink when you can't paint.
Did somebody's body just go ragdolling into the air? Yep, there it comes.
Yeah. I was killing myself.
I'm also noticing that the HSR assembler pod can't actually make advanced tools.
This one's owned by
Just-
me, and I can't
Just
repaint it.
enhanced grinders and welders.
That's really weird.
Yeah,
I
I mean, it's
wonder
the
if
same thing with the
they-
ship I'm building here. It's
Let's
owned by
try
me,
another
but
assembler.
can't change it.
What on earth it could be?
Yeah, no, only assemblers can make elite welders now. Interesting.
I wonder if they changed some tag somewhere that you have to add to assemblers now.
Or for that matter. No, you can make hydrogen bottles. It's good.
Oops, sorry, Tex.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
What was that?
Not what I wanted. That was me. Don't worry about it.
Meh.
Yeah, you just ground down the only thing that could make the components that we need, aka motors.
No. I
and now
ground
it has
down
no
the
motors.
I ground down the railing. What are you talking about? I ground
Uh,
down the only thing that can make motors. I'm adding
The
an
assembler
assembler.
down there.
No, I'm adding an assembler, not grinding it down,
Oh, okay. There's only one when I looked at the.
which is
Okay.
incomplete because I just placed it.
Get out
Yeah,
of here,
because I'm
stalker.
still only seeing one actual vanilla assembler on the list. Still.
We only ever had one actual vanilla assembler. The others had
Yeah.
all been removed. We only had HSRs.
Because they were more efficient.
Yeah, but there was one on the list a few minutes ago when I looked,
No,
and
it
I
wasn't
had
the
motors
one I
queued
liked.
up in it because we are out of motors. So now
can-
the assembler there needs motors.
You should be able to make them in the HSR.
Every time I've looked,
Yep.
there was not a.
I've got them queued up.
There was just the HSR assemblers in the list.
Yeah, you had it on an HSR assembler.
Okay. Well, either way, I just got motors in it.
Yeah.
Don't have a look. Is that in?
Fuel low.
Well, I would say that if you guys can't paint, that's not playable right now.
Okay.
Fuel critical.
I can paint the Dumba.
Okay.
Subgrid. I mean, the chip I'm working it down here is connected to the grid, so
Only movable
makes
grids
sense if we
that seem
can't
to be
paint the grid.
Yeah, you have to own the grid, and it has to be a movable grid for you to be able to paint it. Apparently.
yep, because I can paint my sled too.
Now, why is it that Texfire can paint stuff and no one else can? Even though he doesn't own it, does he double check the whole grid ownership? Maybe there's a couple of blocks that aren't shared, and that's somehow messing.
Well, let me see.
Could be. Seems odd, but
Something's not on share with my faction.
Created blocks info. Okay, I haven't seen this part of the info screen yet. Assign author. Authorship operations are not available when playing with no limits. Why am I seeing this?
Where is this?
I went to the info tab from the med station.
Why is it you that gets to see that? I don't get to see that.
And then clicked into the control menu, and then went to the info tab, and now it's got some information I've never seen before.
Well, it's got to be to do with that, right?
I don't know. Let's see.
Is there anything you can change in
Info.
there?
Okay, but when I go to a control seat and sit down, I don't get. What?
Is our
What
world
is
just
going on?
broken?
What is going on here? Okay, I'm gonna select everything and try and set the ownership again. All right. Transfer to me. Yes. Share with faction. Okay, I should own everything in the base now. So see if you can paint
Nope.
something or use things.
Nope. Not
Okay,
functional.
Changing it.
I can access things and so on, but I can't do anything else.
Tax, if you're gonna update our paint guns, could you at least just give us all the update, not just yourself the update?
Well, you know. Tex on the low key accumulated the largest shareholder stocks. Gentlemen, I'm so glad that you showed up. I'd like to talk to you. There's going to need to be some changes around here. Okay, I'm going to change the ownership of the base to you, Wasted. But just confirming you are spelling your name W4573/D.
That's probably what it's saved as in here. It's not what I'm calling myself at the moment, but it doesn't make any difference.
So it shows
So,
up on the.
so I'm wondering if that's the difference. Okay, what if I transfer to nobody?
That would probably be bad.
Is that going to screw us?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think at that point that's when the base starts shooting at us.
I don't think Farrell's changed his name either, so
Nope.
I'm seeing Feral 1701.
yeah, he hasn't changed his
Yep.
name, so it's not that.
And Waste's name change was long ago.
Hmm. Well, I'm certainly not going to change it by geoning everything. That would just asking for disaster.
Chris says, I showed up 25 minutes late, rewound to the beginning just so I could enjoy 25 minutes of loading screen. Out of early access, complete success.
Mm.
Yeah, release gain, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah.
At least we have.
By the way,
ladders.
we're out of beta.
Fuel.
Yeah, we're
Can
out of beta
confirm,
into a whole
I-
bunch of.
Can't repaint the, whatever we called it, the clownfish. I can't
clownfish.
paint that.
Okay, tell you what. How about I I give you the ownership of that thing and see if that fixes it. The clownfish, is that what we called it? I can't remember now. Object is being used by someone else.
Okay, I've hopped into a seat. How do I verify that, Lucas?
Oh, faction ownership helper mod. That was where you could go to the cockpit and you could say choose take control, right?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. No. Emissivity.
Yeah, that's new. I don't override emissive. What?
Yeah.
I saw that too. I thought that was a mod you guys had.
Emissive is the color, apparently.
Yeah, it'd be the glowy color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have a glowing cockpit.
All right, I'm going to need to have a look at the mods. We're going to need to restart. Have a look at the
Okay.
mods list. See if I can
Hang-
identify
hang on
something
one
that
second.
might
let me try,
be.
Let me try this real quick. Let me try
Changing the ownership
of the
won't make
cloud
any
ship to
difference,
you.
Tex, because I built a refinery that I then couldn't paint. It was owned by me, and I couldn't even paint that. So, you know, changing the ownership of that, even if I can repaint the small grid, it's not going to fix the large grid.
Oh, we have ladders, guys. Ladders.
But yeah, don't worry about those ladders. There they are. Look, they're on a ladder. Ooh, automatic ramp. Sounds more exciting than a ladder.
Nope. No salt here. None
Nope.
whatsoever.
Pay no attention to the salt behind the curtain.
Majority block ownership to paint. Anti-trolling update, but surely that shouldn't apply within a faction.
Well, this is a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success.
Not a mod, it's a bug in the current game.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know. You have to have all ownership of a grid to be able to paint properly. But yeah, but I'm
That's
sharing
just-
it with a faction. That's
No, but that's not the same. That isn't the same.
We definitely
So
did not have this
stupid.
problem before the update.
do 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 do. Okay.
There's quite a few bits and bobs in here that probably didn't need to be on still. I'll give you that much.
Yeah, you didn't even know we had one love still on this thing.
Apparently so. There's quite a lot of mods running in
Wasn't
there.
that what was causing the ladder?
The ladder
problems for you?
animations to break.
Yeah.
That's been fixed though.
Let's see. Enable copy paste. I'm just making sure there isn't some toggle for painting that none of us know about.
None of the weird ones are in the list.
Enable
Uh,
progression.
Easy
enable
NPC
subgrid
takeovers
damage.
was the mod you were thinking of, Tex, rather than the faction fixer.
Ah, okay. Enable friendly missile damage.
The Keynes basically inadvertently confirmed for me with this update that their file names for videos on the menu screen very specifically must match a certain naming scheme, which includes the words 720p, even though the videos have been updated to 1080p now.
We could try resetting ownership,
No.
or that could end horribly.
I'm gonna go with that ending horribly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm looking to see if there's any toggles that are new.
I should have tried the paint gun. That wasn't a bad call. That might work around it. It seems like...
I don't see a world option for that.
No, I know, Lucas. I know. It was the one that Tex was referencing. No, as chat is saying, this isn't a mod. This isn't something we can fix. This is how the game currently functions.
Now, my question is, why was I the owner of that?
Because you owned the majority of the blocks on the grid.
Oh.
So if this was to be changed to me, and I owned the majority of the blocks on the grid, you guys wouldn't be able to paint, and I would.
Okay.
So Tex
I mean-
literally is the majority shareholder.
But what it also means is that when it comes to the plan for tonight, we'll just have to make what we're building owned by nobody to begin with. It won't get shot at down here because there's no turrets down here. So we'll just have to do it from that approach. And ask very kindly for Tex to remove all of the stuff on the base that we need removing.
Yeah, could do that. Well,
Well, that's a fun little annoyance. That's only really much of a problem if you use Bob.
which most of our entire world
I
is
know.
built around.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm mentioning it because I didn't encounter it in the slightest playing with Splitsy last week, but that's because there was no Bob, so we weren't painting anything. Yeah, we just didn't bother to paint any of it.
Well, I did have my relaxing survival up world over the last few days in multiplayer, getting 2 camera views out of it, and that was working fine. with both characters being able to access the base, and that was
Yeah,
built
but I
largely
bet
by
you.
Bob.
But I bet you one of those characters had creative mode.
True, yeah, can't really count those.
Mm-hmm.
Text with the evil hostile takeover. No, it's not evil hostile takeover. It's just me exercising my fiduciary responsibility to make sure that the shareholders' views are represented.
Bob, I turned you off. Why?
Yeah, but did you turn off the ones on the Doomba?
The Doomba's way too far away to be getting down here. Probably the ones on the sled. Those are large ship ones, aren't they?
Yeah, probably.
I was thinking the small ship
Doors
ones, right?
look
They're only
closed.
25 meters. There's no way they'll reach underground this far. But
Yeah.
the sled
Let me go
runs
up there and get it.
probably will.
Well-
Yeah, I shut the door.
I queued up some elite welders and grinders, so if nothing else, if you need to remove single blocks
We can
on the
beat
existing
Bob.
grid, you can just grind it down, drop the parts, and let Bob pick it up.
Mm.
Fuel low.
That'll do. We'll work around it. We'll work around it. A bit faffy, and we'll have to work around the fact that our refineries are also broken. That's fine. We can make it work. It's not required
Everything's fine here.
specifically for our plans this evening. It's just taken us a little while to work out what the hell we're going to do about it.
Did we actually even get to the point where we were going over our plans?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay. I thought so. Actually, no, it can't be my Bob because I turned my grid off.
We were firmly derailed at the point when we were trying to figure out how to get rock into ingots.
Where did you put those grinders?
I queued them up in the assembler.
Ah,
there
they
may,
made
not,
it.
may or may not be parts for it.
Nope.
So we might have to.
Well, first things first, let's find a place to put survival kits.
And lots of them.
I guess I might extend that little back room out where we've got the two large cargo containers at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to.
Yep, sounds good. Right now, I'm feeling like the plan is to keep talking about the plan without actually talking about the plan.
Yeah.
I think we're doing a
if
pretty
that
good job
is
of
the
that
plan?
so far.
I'm sorry, but was I calling attention to something that should have not been called attention to? No. We never troll the audience on this series.
Hell is back here. Not troll. No, we're not trolling this. The audience. Just see the plan. The plan is. Some of the wind has come out of my sails for the plan, having spent 45 minutes just getting the ability to paint blocks and finding out that that's not a thing. Okay, plans. The plan is for us to do a bit of communal building, finally, a bit of engineering, finally, and put together a ship to get ourselves out of here. One built entirely underground. The first it will see the light of day is when it takes off. So we're going to have to dig out a pretty sizable hangar for it. This is where all the talk about refineries and survival bays have come from, is because it's actually a really good way of us getting some of the materials we're going to need to put this thing together. Is as we're taking apart the hangar, we might as well make use of the rock. And then we're going to build communally, between the four of us, the most nasty-ass battleship that we can possibly come up with underground.
Should we not have Bob on?
Bob was off because I was trying to grind down some things. We can have it back on again now.
Okay.
And if you could go and paint the refinery that we added down the bottom a different colour, that would be great.
Like a pink color.
Which way are we building out the bay here? Because I got a little digger drone here ready to go.
Does it even fit? Oh, down there. Yeah. I don't know. A way. Always, probably. Maybe, let's think about what fits with the shield generator. 'Cause I think,
Well,
yeah, we probably want to go underneath.
We're
Yeah, where
spherical for
where that refinery is. Yeah, but I'm thinking about where the shield generator is located above us.
Yeah, because the shield's starting to poke in down here.
Hey, we can always increase the size and change the offset.
True.
Okay. I have the pink.
Do with a nice drill as well.
Oh yeah. Apparently, we don't have the materials to make the higher grinders right now.
Well, that's kind of why I was saying about the survival kits, because the bits we're missing are really standard resources. So the second I start getting these survival kits down, we'll start getting the bits we need to do that.
We also have some elite hand drills in the assembler
Oh, good.
already.
I queued those up too, so that would be perfect.
That's a good point. Let's check what our current refineries are doing.
Right now, they seem to be making platinum.
Yeah, that's
refining
fine,
platinum.
but they're also nabbing the stone, so at some point we may need to set up a...
Order.
Once we've got the survival kits and so on down, I'd say we'll set up a... that would suggest that we want the survival kits down at the bottom of that place.
I think the survival kit's actually going to draw the stone first, right?
No,
Because
the
it's a simpler
refinery will.
block. Okay, then we'll have to turn the refineries off.
Well, no, what I was going to
real way.
suggest instead was, instead of turning the refineries off, have Bob turn off Bob's picking up of stone and set up something with the chutes at the bottom of the pit here that goes straight into the survival kits
Into the
before
collector that goes
before
into
it
the
hits the
survival
rest
kit.
of the before it hits the rest of the grid.
Could do that.
And that way Bob won't pick up the stone, and I can have a sorter there that prevents the stone going any further, so it doesn't hit the refineries.
Okay.
Was there a bajillion elite drills in there already? Dole.
Fuel.
Yeah.
Now there's a bajillion and 4.
Okay.
I'm getting some weird rubber banding.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah,
there was-
that seems to be normal to multiplayer now.
Okay.
Don't
Make
you
sure,
complain.
because I just want to make sure there wasn't anything on my end that I can change.
Yeah, it queued up 10 of those because I had queued up 10. I figured
speaking of which,
between losses and everything. The thing that it didn't build was the grinders and welders, because we're missing probably cobalt.
Cobalt, yeah. Let me get the bits for the
Yeah.
first survival kit, and let's have a look. What do I need? Gonna need...
Well, at least easy inventory is working.
Yeah. Right. What am I gonna need? I need conveyors.
Energy
I got the
low.
parts for 3 kits. You want me to just drop it for you? Maybe Bob will get it, won't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna... Armored conveyor, 4-way cross.
Yeah, it's going to be a really inefficient build because the survival kits only have 1 connector point.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
We tried the
they-
basic
oh, yeah,
refineries
that's
as
right.
well.
Here, stalker.
We tried the basic refineries too.
No,
They don't
I
work
take it
either.
back. I'm sorry. There are 2 on the large block, in the large grid.
2 what?
2 conveyor junctions on the survival kit, so we can actually.
Oh, we
make them in
can.
line.
You can line. I don't think having them in line actually works very well though. I think that'll be problematic.
But we can spoke them off of each other, however, whatever arrangement you want to do. Should I set the clownfish up for mining, or is it a small grid miner not really kind of pointless right now?
I would say a small ship's not going to do that good of a job of... I mean, even a large grid's having enough problems with it at the moment,
Yeah, well,
because clearance... Couldn't hurt to have another one mining way, though.
it'll get easier as you open it up. Yeah, just to explain to guys, we know base refineries do the stone to ingots and all that sort of stuff, guys. It doesn't work in our world for some reason. The only one that turns it into ingots is the survival kits. That's why we're using those. We've already tested that side of things, and I think because it's an old save, our refineries, even when rebuilt, don't do it, and neither does the basic ones. We have to have that thing that allows us to specifically order it, which is the only one that does that, is the survival kit. It's the only reason the survival kit works.
Yeah, because the survival kit's the only thing that can actually queue up ingots. it's both an assembler, quasi, and a refinery.
Texfire,
Yes, sir.
can you come and paint something pink for me?
Sure. What would you like me to paint?
The docking tube that's sticking out the wall here. I need to replace that so I can run another connection off that pipe that'll come down to the base, to the bottom of the pit here.
Okay. How much do you want me to remove?
All the way back to that square conveyor.
There you go.
The rocks are hitting the shield over here, and it's kind of neat looking. Something's picking them up, though.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
still
Bob must be.
Should we
There's
take
still
out
a
the rest
bob
of
on
this little
somewhere.
landing pad?
One of the bobs is reaching.
Yeah, it is not the ones in my ship outside. Those are all off because the whole grid is powered down, and they're off anyways. Could it be the Bob on the little abomination, Nemo
It's
abomination
gotta
over
be.
here?
It's the only one left, and he's picking up all of it because of where he is.
All right, I'll grab him since I'm close.
I don't think we're using Izzy at the moment, are we?
No, we're not.
I don't
Because
think
she
she's
was
running
getting in
right
our way
now.
constantly. No,
As
she's
usual.
not. We don't even have her on the grid anymore because she was interfering and slowing things down. So all we've got are just automatic LCDs and the build and
Well-
repair script, which I don't think we have set for. We could set that one up to automatically build stuff that Bob says we need to build.
But I don't think
Or it says
we don't
in
think we've
one
got
of
that. I don't think that's running at the moment. And with the since the
Yeah, it is.
assembler change, no, I mean the script is not running in that mode.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to check right now.
But yeah, given how they changed the priority in the assembler, you kind of don't need the inventory managers anything like as much as you used to.
Yeah, the build and repair. The only thing that script is doing is just
Telling
seeing what
us.
Bob says it needs to finish, and it's going to build it for us.
Aha.
It'll queue it up for us automatically. So yeah, I probably just need to update the assembler group.
I like how we very neatly sidestepped our whole. We're not going to do any mining. We're not mining. We're carving out a hangar. It just
There's no
happens to
ore
Bring
involved.
us the materials. Yeah.
There's no ore involved. This is rock. This is not mining. This is excavation. It's a different thing.
Yeah. See, like I said, I like how we've neatly sidestepped our entire.
Shut up,
role.
Texpo. Doesn't mean there's any need to bring attention to it.
Oh, what you didn't actually realize is that Texfire is actually Indian for calls attention to things that probably shouldn't be called attention to.
No.
It doesn't sound very Indian, does it? That is actually Old Slav for that. How about that?
Big Ol is saying to put. Where'd it go?
What am I drinking tonight? Red Bull, Guardsman.
All right,
With or without vodka?
Bob's script's up and running.
No, like the heathen
out
I
of
am,
here,
it's Red Bull
stalker.
straight from the can. Wow, I got it before Bob woke up.
No, that didn't work.
Get out of here, stalker.
Yeah, it's alright, probably. I don't think it'll work, somehow. Mentioning the time to take. Tex knows me well enough to know that I'm drinking Red Bull because it's early, not because it's late.
Right? He just woke up. What are you talking about? I see that Guardsman J Bravo is trying to shame me into silence. Never! Never, I tell you. I'll at you. Don't make me do it.
My character is
For
sliding-
people who don't understand the reference, in Discord, there's an ability to address everyone on the server at once, which is called at everyone, and it's sort of universally hated and panned, even if used appropriately, to the point where people just lose their ever-loving minds. And I was quoting something from the Discord developers that had an at everyone in it, and it pinged everybody on the server, and they lost their minds. I don't really feel any shame or guilt about it. What?
Sorry, I am one of those people who universally hates the everyone,
Same.
I do too.
but I also have
which
it
is
turned off
which
now.
is why I have it turned off.
Yeah, most
that's
people
gotta
don't
work.
know that you can turn it off.
Yeah, well, okay. Public service announcement. If you run on Discord, you can disable at everyone, and then you don't have to ever hear anybody do it again.
Get out of here, stalker.
Blessed, glorious silence.
Waco, don't you do it.
What's he doing?
He's inciting.
So, at the risk of being potentially redundant, what is our plan again?
I don't think do we have a plan still? We said that. Oh, we've already went through the plan. I did explain the plan to the folks.
It was a cunning plan.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was the plan of building nasty battleship of Win.
The what?
The nasty battleship of Win.
Oh, that is
So-
not what that is not what I heard at first. I'm not going to go into what I thought I heard, so because that'll just lead us down a path we don't need to go. All right, energy is low. Yes, I know. Oh wait, only we had all of these survival kits that I could recharge off of.
Alright, let's make sure I do this right. Never get Pam set up right on the first time.
Okay, so all bobs should be turned off picking up stone now.
Okay.
Quick test. You picked up? No, that got picked up. Yeah, damn it. The bobs on what you're flying, Farron?
Hmm?
Are there bobs on
Nope,
what you're
I don't have any
flying?
bobs on this thing.
Okay.
Not a one.
What is grabbing it?
Sneaky Bob.
Yep, confused. Or does this just not work? It might be that it just doesn't work. We've had this before, where, at least with some of the other stuff, you know, where it.
I also noticed that the base build and Bob repairs are all set to 50% sound volume. Let's
thank
fix that.
Hmm,
About 10.
yeah, no.
You didn't have everything selected, I don't think.
Oh, hello. Hello. Maybe it just took a while for Bob to wake up. No, that's disappeared again.
No, I did because I just turned on gravel. Enable, disable. Okay, check now.
You stay there. You stay. Hey!
It could be trash collection too. Don't forget.
No. Trash collection's off. No, this stuff's just sitting there. That's perfect. 'Cause it means now I can now put a specific bob on this end, or whatever, or maybe we use the chutes and a collector or something like that. But that way, everything feeds into this, and then I can sort that, get that conveyor sorter that's in here to blacklist stone.
Okay, I have grouped all of the existing bobs together, and I'm calling it all the bobs. So you can name the new one something different.
Cool. Well, that's if I use that and don't go for the approach with the
I thought
silly
you were doing
things.
the shoot.
May well do the shoots because that looks fun.
We may get completely derailed. We're playing Shoots and Ladders Space Engineers Edition. We have ladders, we have shoots. Oh, speaking of which, why the hell am I making a ramp if we have ladders?
Wait, we have ladders?
Nah, that's a myth.
Don't toy with my emotions. Don't toy with me.
Okay, so now becomes the question: do I try and do it with the shoots and the collectors?
I mean,
Depends. Do you want to make progress or do you want to have fun?
Kind of both. Which way? You're drilling that way, right, Farrell? Cool.
Yep.
Let's... Ah. I'm thinking we're going to need to get down to make somewhere that's like the lowest point, basically, that everything naturally heads down towards, and that's where I put some collectors. So, essentially,
Okay.
down in this corner here somewhere. Hey, it's the chat about basic refineries and refineries again. Our world is broken, guys. We have to use these.
Oh man. Jared is totally right. We should have made a group called I should have made a group called We Are Bob.
That's wasn't very good. Too big. Come here.
Yeah, just about. So if I base it down there, shape everything into it somehow, maybe. And I do like Spacebar's little armoured conveyors, but at times I do find them very hard to tell which way round they are.
Which ones are you having? Because I added some.
Oh, well, they're little things that I should be looking for them on that tells me which way around they
yeah.
are. Oh.
Like on the see that yellow stripe right there?
Yep.
Yeah, that indicates which way a conveyor is. Or
The
junction
other
is.
half of it is. I see.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's quite clever.
I was trying to find a way of not putting like a giant neon arrow on it.
Yeah. Wow, I'm making a mess with this drill. And I built the wrong one, so can I beat Bob? Screw you, Bob. And the winner.
All right. How deep do we want to go?
You don't have a armored
How
strike.
low do you want to go?
Not just bell armor either, do you? God damn it.
That's some strange British crack about spelling again.
Yes. I'm sorry. I type the stuff in and then it doesn't show up in the search results. And I'm like, oh, what's
Go
going on
and,
here? What's going on here? And then I'm like, oh, yes. I've got letters in it that shouldn't be there, apparently,
They
according to some
invent
people.
a language and then expect other people to spell it right. I swear. Actually, to be fair, the English language is not really invented so much as it just mugged a bunch of other languages in a back
Get out
alley
of
and
here,
took all their
stalker.
words.
Yeah. I think that's like every other language.
It's like, it's a nice language you have there. It'd be a shame if someone were to come along and, I don't know, take some of your words.
Why are we Australian?
I wasn't going Australian. I was just going generic, whatever.
Just out of interest, but
See, you're going to get me in trouble with the Australians. They're already not amused by my Australian accent.
what? I didn't do it.
Something's still picking up these.
I blame you.
Is it?
Yeah, Feral just jump out a bunch of rocks and they just disappeared.
Lovely.
So what you're suggesting is I may be doing this for no reason at all because it's not going to work anyway.
Get out of here, stalker.
Tiki waste.
Actually, at that point, it might as well just be.
Are these actually refining or no?
Well, no, because they need stone.
Well, they have stone. There's stone in the survival kit right now.
Well, then yes, they are. They need enough
There you
stone.
go.
Remember, they do it in chunks, so there
they
needs
need
to be
stuff.
an. There needs to be.
They need queued up. Hang on a second. Let me.
No, it's queued
No.
up. They need enough volume of stone in there to do it, to actually complete that order. That order requires X amount, like like when you're producing in the assembler.
Well, this stone over here has not been picked up, so I don't know what's going on.
That's really weird because these big chunks that Feral dropped out just got removed.
That's going to be something upstairs outside then.
Duma, or is the Duma still there?
Shouldn't be close enough.
Who's
For
calling me a
small
pom?
ship? No. And all the ones on my ship are off.
Let me go up and check.
Apparently, we're actually out of something. Bob needs to build this stuff, which
Okay.
suggests that we're out of something
Inventory.
Motors or
across the
something,
board.
probably.
Oh no.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Okay, Bob was just.
That would be me queuing up about a gazillion motors.
Ah, that would also do it, yeah. There you go, Bob. Trying to place something there, Mr. Texler.
Oh, sorry. Let me just drop this stuff off so Bob has it, though. And then I will be out of your way. Ah! All of a sudden, I felt Indiana Jones-lish.
Hold up a sec, Farrell.
Yeah.
And the Doomba
No.
building repairs are off.
Are you doing the screw one? Because the screw one looks cool.
Screw ones were going up.
Oh, I thought it was for just basically making things go into it. All the way to the end. rather than
Possibly as well.
Getting
It might
stuck
be, I
on
don't know.
voxel terrain. And then the clownfish.
Yeah. Alright, where's the bit of rock that's blocking me this time?
Badger. In tonight's top news, Australia invades Texas saying they're looking for one bloke who thinks he's too fucking funny. I feel like I need to personally apologize to Splitsy for that, by the way.
Now we're insulting the Canadians in chat now too. Watch out.
What? Like the Canadians will care.
You can't attach like that, can you? There's no baseball. Get out of the way.
Ah,
So I'm going to need to put a block thing underneath.
Energy low.
Bear in mind those.
I don't know. I mean, are Canadians really that polite, or are they just more polite than their neighbors?
Oh, I see. Well, that's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. How the shoots kind of work.
Alright, what's going on?
oh.
Bob! Oh my god.
Yes.
Bob's removing grids as soon as I place them. Because they're not attached.
Because that makes sense.
Well, I mean, we do
Oh,
have
they're
it
neutral
set
grids.
for neutral grids, so we could turn that off.
Alright.
Get out of here, stalker.
I also feel like it's worth pointing that the largest sniper shot taken recorded to date was made by a Canadian sniper. So they're not always overly polite.
Wrong way. It's not the wrong way. Clearly not the wrong way.
Hey, I was able to paint a grid.
Yeah, that's because you own it, I guess.
The only country that has not gone to war, that is not true.
Right, okay. I'll go and turn the Bob thing off then.
Energy critical.
Yep, that's not gonna work.
4.
Grind neutral is off. Grind not owned is the problem.
But only one survival kit getting the stone. No, maybe I take it back. Doesn't seem to be fairly evenly distributed, though. Why everyone's trying to get me to insult different countries? I actually like most of them. I especially like Australians and Canadians, to be honest. I'm a huge fan of Canada. I was born there.
Yeah, go ahead, Farrell. I'm giving up with that. Bob's not letting me put it down, and I'm getting frustrated with it. The thing doesn't really, like... It's the opposite way around to how I expected it to be anyway.
Get out of here, stalker.
No, I mean,
To be
you can always
turned.
just come up and
Right.
drill behind me and just funnel it down that way.
If you look at that,
No
I would have expected it to be the other way around, where I'm dying now as well.
Oh, I see what you're
You see
saying.
what I mean? It raises
Yeah.
up instead of goes down, which is weird. Oh, space engineers, you are so very consistent. You'll kill me because I'm apparently... What am I doing? Am I freezing? Why am I dying? I don't have... no
Get
option,
out of
but I
here,
can fly
Stalker.
still. No, it's not even an option. What am I dying from? There's no temperature thing on my thing.
Oh, I'm dying too. Because I'm
not
out of
me.
energy.
Yeah, it was out of energy, but the whole reasoning for dying when you're out of energy is because you're either freezing or you're overheating. And there's a little thing
yeah,
on the
but remember,
UI.
we
There's no
to-
kinda-
temperature on this world.
The HUD doesn't have temp on it because it's a new thing.
I swear I've seen it on this HUD before. Maybe I'm just getting too used to. And I suppose it's because this HUD isn't that different from the real one.
Yeah, because it's the same way with the other HUDs that I've been using. Unless it's been modified to actually have it, they don't have it.
Let's not start talking politics at work, or in chat, please. Thank you.
Well, you keep on going, Farrell. I'll try and make what's down here a little bit more functional.
No, there's no problem. There's nothing for me to actually keep on trying. It's doing its own for me. Taking the lazy man's approach. Don't need to get hands-on with drilling. It's not me drilling. It's that thing drilling.
What if, does it have to be one of the funnel ones? Can we use, like,
No,
the
I'm
incline?
working on it.
Okay.
I said those things just didn't work. They're not the way around I would expect them to be. At the moment, all those things are falling into a hole someplace. Also, I hadn't realised there's no connection point on the front of a bloomin' ejector.
Mm,
You kind of have to run it round the side and connect it on from the side.
Okay, you said ejector. I was just making sure you were using collectors.
Yeah, something's still picking it up.
Get out of here, Stalker.
Yeah, but it's not the survival kits because they're not making stuff.
Yeah, but I'm seeing stones eventually disappearing up here. Some
It's a
ejection
thing I
going on
moved.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, Bravo, I do appreciate the donations, but stop saying utterly random stuff in them, man. Like, okay, weed's legal in Canada. That was news, what, 6 weeks ago? Not 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago?
Oh, what's exploding?
I think
I'm
that's
trying
the-
to put down... I'm putting down armor blocks, and as soon as the stone's hitting them... Actually, no, it's not even stone hitting it. It's just... I'm putting down armor blocks, and they're randomly exploding.
the shield's over here.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why.
It's poking through
Wow.
right here. Just barely.
All right, so we need to make the shield bigger. Roger.
Right. And maybe put the plate up higher. It'll last slightly. Nope. Alright. Rather than continue to generate scrap, I shall abandon that effort.
How about I make the shield lighter? Which one makes it bigger overall? Is it the width, height, depth, offset?
A combination of the width, the height, and the depth.
Okay.
There is no size, it's just those three.
Okay, so I'll set those all to 100. Okay, now try. Barrel.
Hmm? Alright.
Place together.
Yeah.
Can we chill with the stone
Seems
for a
like that's
sec?
doing it better.
We still chill with what?
The stone for a sec.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. Stop.
Is there any
There
of
we go.
these that are... Yeah, so... Well, yeah, Bob... We need to fix somehow Bob deleting the separate grids, because otherwise... I mean, I don't know. How has he not deleted that one? Or is he?
He's slowly getting them. There, I put a control panel on it. That should stop it. Theoretically.
Yeah, it makes him build it instead.
Well, you know. Deleting, building it out, there's not much you can do about that.
Yeah, because janitor is turned off on everything except for enemy grids.
Bob's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
Oh, does he keep grinding stuff down?
Yeah, he's still trying to grind stuff down unless you slap a control panel on it so it becomes an owned grid.
Okay.
I don't like that you can't. Oh, never mind. Wow, ladders. And I fell off because there was a little bit of rock sticking out. Okay.
The stone is not rolling on this thing.
That's because I was still working on it, and it's getting increasingly more... I said I'm on the verge of giving it up, because I can't place this thing down when there's constantly rock rolling through. I can't place it down when Bob keeps removing it, even though he's set to not do so. And so it's like, oh, it's a fight doing anything there at the moment.
Okay. Well, why don't we just try putting a bob right here at where the collectors are and see if if it collects stone, if the survival kits will go ahead and collect it and get first pick on it. That make sense? No? Yes?
Yeah, but I mean, if that's the case, again, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, at which point we might as well abandon and remove everything that's just there. So I'm getting wound up because I can't even edit what I'm doing because Bob won't let me grind stuff down. It's like...
Okay, well, I'm standing by with pink. Do you need me to just paint something pink?
Looks like only one of them's in range. I know there's a button in the way there, guys. That was just an example. That's why I was looking at the side of it, ready to put a button down at the side, and then I was like, you know what? I'm getting wound up by this, because it's like... This is not designed to work alongside Bob, unless you basically have Bob off. Fun as it is, Bob's just constantly interfering. We're turning half of his stuff off now. I mean, is he... If I put a block down, is he going to let me... Is he going to get rid of it? Is he going to build it? What are you going to do, Bob? Yeah. The idea with fighting with him constantly, even though I've just gone and double-checked how his settings are done, is not too high up on my list of priorities for right
We
now.
must have a bob somewhere that's not on the grid, but is close enough.
Oh, there's one annoyingly ugly way to find out.
I looked earlier, but
Hang on, like,
I don't
and
know.
this as well. I own that grid. Surely I own enough of that to be able to paint it. We managed to break
Oh,
this
that's right, we don't actually have
beyond...
one of these on the grid. Warning, potential incoming lag.
Okay, grind neutral blocks off. Grind not own blocks off. Enemy blocks are on.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, let me turn off grind enemy blocks.
Okay, every
Get
Bob
out
on
of
this
here,
base has
stalker.
been set to show up on HUD.
Oh, one of them. Okay, so I see part of my problem is there's a build and repair system here, text that's owned by you that isn't shared.
Ah,
Okay, which one?
Energy.
I don't know, the one that says access denied. It doesn't have a number, and I can't
well,
rename it.
presumably that would be a Bob that has not got a HUD tag right now. And interestingly, none of them are saying that they're denied to me.
No share. Okay, how about share with my faction?
So that one will still have all the neutral settings on, because I haven't been able to change them.
Okay, not on blocks are off. Stone and gravel is off.
You need neutral off as well.
Yeah, not on blocks and neutral blocks are both
Okay.
off. And make sure that there aren't any other sneaky ones that weren't shared. Okay. Anyway, how about I just select all of them and I'll just change them all to share.
Well, that was the only one on the list that I couldn't do anything with.
Okay.
And that was the one that was fighting.
Okay, so we should be back to normal then? Well, not back to normal, but...
Please pink all the stuff you got there, Farrell.
okay.
Now I can do this properly, I'm going to do it again.
As soon as I can get my pink color back. Gotta get my pink groove on.
Oh, I painted that. Okay.
It doesn't have anything on it that can be owned, so any of us can paint it.
Yeah, but okay.
Because it's just steel blocks.
That
Nothing
still
on
doesn't
there.
make any sense.
Nothing on
Yeah.
there can have ownership, and therefore anybody can paint it.
Yep, there you got it.
Okay.
I don't know what world Keen are living in that thinks that like the multiplayer in this game is popular enough that they need to bake in anti-griefing tools.
Probably a decision extending from back when you could actually hack the game to spawn explosions at GPS coordinates.
What? No. What dev did you report that to?
Their actual admin tool system, you know, from experience, is poor. It gives you very little control, and it does seem a bit ironic that they combine that with a baked-in anti-griefing measure.
Do we need to get rid of this platform that's right by where Farrell's mining?
It would be nice if we could clear that at some point.
This
This
oh, I'm sorry, that's the one. The where you put the survival kits, those are not actually conveyored up to the base. Is that intentional?
are you sure?
There's a pipe there, but there's not a connection. Like there's a conveyor junction underneath it, or a four-way.
Yeah, it's not set up right.
Oh, have
But
I
it's
put
not-
one of them down wrong? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting constant little weird noises out of your ship, Farrell, like it's bouncing into the shields.
His ship or my ship? Because I'm
Nope,
moving in
mine's-
the clownfishy right now.
Seems fine. It's not getting damaged or anything. Friendly grid, and the shield bubble's not for quite a while still.
Okay, I may have just zoomed out and saw the. Oh God! No!
Saw the
There we go.
The bumper sticker that I'd totally forgotten you'd put on this.
Mm-hmm.
Because reasons.
You're confusing me with these things, Clockwork. You really are. What am I doing wrong here? Why do none of the ramp? Why do all the ramps seem to go the wrong way?
You sound like you're describing something that's uncooperative.
Is that what we're going with?
Well, it would fit in thematically with the name.
Okay, so it seems we've
Uncooperative
also
shoot
got to the
Bible.
point where Bob not only will not grind or anything, but he also will not do the other thing he does. You know, the weldy thing.
Might be out of the range of the Bobs over here, possibly.
How's that possible? Because it was picking up and grinding that stuff over here.
Yeah, but we moved the small grid that was over here now. There's one way to confirm, I'll just have to monkey around with the setup once I put it in.
All right. Where is Spacebar's cool new conveyors? I was looking for one. What would it be called?
What one are you looking for?
I put in con, and I'm not able to find your armored conveyors.
Look under armored.
Oh, armored conveyor. It's the same block. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I just never did the. I never could figure out a good way to do
Conveyor,
the toolbar.
curve, straight, and T-section. Okay.
Not doing. Why are you not letting me disable that?
Yeah. Fun as this is, it just doesn't really work on the scale we're doing things in. Because that's going to happen too often.
Why are you not helping out there?
Now what?
Trying to build blast doors, that doesn't help. Light armor inverted corner. Someone graveling out there.
What? On me. Not that I know of.
Should have the range for it.
The problem is not the problem is this chute needs to cover way more than just that tunnel. We're removing that entire wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying about it's just not on the scale that we kind of need for this. Is that, yeah, it's like that
Well,
entire wall needs to be covered.
He's got some modular ones.
Does he?
The shoot walls, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, text.
What?
Build and repair out
You
there.
told me this. You told me this had to go away.
Yeah, but that's the only thing it's getting build and repair down in range that's not working anyways, but okay, I guess it's... If it's not working, might as well get rid of it.
Yeah, can't tell me to take away a platform and then tell me not to take away a platform. Doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Shoots look like fun, but that's perhaps earlier game than we're currently sitting here. Especially when I could just cheese it hard. And we could
Cool
actually get
idea,
on
though.
with the project. Yeah, I need to mess around with that in like a, as I said, and like an earlier start in a game.
That
rather
is
than-
definitely an early game, really nice tool, though. Especially if you're able to give it like a good sort of progression. Like tie it into the progression system where you can unlock it early.
Mhm. Right, well, if you want to do some stone drilling, you can do some stone drilling.
Yeah, I just gotta figure out a quick fix here for something.
What are you trying to fix?
I need to get a drill on the bottom center, and because of the way the thrusters are set up on this thing, I can't drill at the center of a block without dropping everything on it. So just some quick scaffolding.
Quick, slap some box on it.
Yeah, some Bondo will do just fine.
Fuel critical.
I will say that the goldfishy is definitely the most. While it wasn't directly Red Dwarf inspired, it's certainly the most Red Dwarfish ship that I've ever had part of.
Pick the things up, Bob. You gonna do it? Why are you not gonna do it?
Okay, I'll be right back real quick.
Is now the rest of the stream going to be the struggle to get to actually start picking up things again?
I'm not
Because
touching
it's on walk mode. That'll be why.
Ah,
Can't do pick up on walk mode. There we go.
do I need to make a trench to allow these things to roll far enough to where they're in bob range?
Shouldn't do. Well, that makes me want to use ladders. I can't move my head. when
yeah,
on them.
Yeah, you've gotten up to the top and it's not going to let you off because there's nowhere in front of you to actually walk.
What?
Because Keen.
And then it's gonna fire me off backwards when I try and get off.
Are you kidding me?
After the slowest climb ever. And unless you hold alt, you can't look around to see where you're getting off.
Yeah, but at least they brought them back finally. Yeah, I can't give him that much salt about that, considering it's one of the things I put out in the very first update parody.
Oh, just the way you said that, man. it sounded positively like a 14-year-old, like having to begrudgingly admit something, but not really able to do it without a ton of salt.
All having to use that ladder has done, though, is make me not want to have to use a ladder again.
I'm fixing it.
You say that now, but
No,
once you run
it's
out
the
of
speed.
hydrogen,
It's the speed. Yeah, exactly. I just need to remember to not run out of hydrogen again. But it's the speed of it, Tex, not the rest of it. That is a slow glide.
It is that. It's that was the one thing I noticed is when I started watching videos like some of these videos like, wow, that's really slow.
so you come from a family of ladder sprinters, then?
Yeah.
No.
Right, no, an Olympic sport, the 50-meter ladder dash.
Okay, but this is definitely one of those cases where gameplay versus realism, I'm gonna vote for gameplay.
Animation's nice.
It's great animation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that the other ladder mod can steal that animation to get it fixed. Because I like the extendable ladders and the way you're able to place them piecemeal on the small grid. Even though, oh, what's his name? SE Modder for like immediate made a small grid version, didn't he?
Does Bob not have a connection point on the bottom? No,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he does.
So why? Let's have a look. Survival kits. Why are you not pulling? No, they are sort of. Wow, is it going to take these survival kits a long time?
To turn the stone into.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mm.
Yep.
Why would I
You know what that means?
be able to do that, but not be able
More
to?
survival kits. Nope, can't put them on top. Damn it.
That suggests that there's another break in here somewhere. There. Go. In fact, this whole line is wrong, isn't it? Yep. This side's correct. Other side, not so much. Yeah, that side's fine, the other side's not. Mr. Texfire,
Yes, sir.
I require someone with the pinkest of hands.
Oh, that is me. There are none pinker on this side of the Mississippi. I don't actually know what that means, but it sounded interesting in my head. Where would you like my pink hands?
I think if you come down here and have a look at the assembly, you'll work out where I would like your pink hands.
My hands may be pink, but my heart is warm. My nose is cold.
Aye. Not quite correct.
Okay, yeah,
That was it.
you did use the T-junction in the back, though.
Yeah, in the back's fine.
Okay.
Not having a cargo access point down here is a little annoying. I might fix that as well. I like the new tiny font for text hub.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit more like it. And let's have a small cargo container down here as well.
Nice.
And that's past the sorter, so it shouldn't have any problems. Yes, you can hear a sudden bunch of noises suggesting that that did fix something.
I can see. Survival. Not all of them still have stone, but I don't know if that's a function of the. Yeah, they're not very good at sharing apparently.
That doesn't surprise me.
Looks like they are actually. No, take it back. They are splitting, or as ones get put in, they get put in random ones. So it does look like
Yeah, you
it's
should have
working.
a whole bunch of stuff flowing in now.
It's working.
Nice. Okay. That's considerably more simple than the other slightly more messy setup. I mean, if you want to also get rid of the mess I made at the bottom there with the conveyors, I mean, feel
Which
free.
one? This one? This whole thing? Yep.
Get all of that mess, basically.
Gotcha. I can do that.
Yeah, no need for any of that.
Oh, I can't paint these because you placed them.
But I can't paint them either. Oh no, it's because you've split the grid off now. Because you grinded the early bits first. That's now become a separate grid that I own the majority of, and therefore
Well,
it's changed.
there
And I
you go.
can now paint. As stupid as that is. Can you also tell that you're nearby a stack of bombs?
Oh yeah.
Goodbye. That'll be a helpful feature to have once we've done with our stone mining. I'll pop the conveyor sorter out, and we'll have a perfect setup down here to help us assemble.
Yep.
I hate large grid shit. Frickin' drills.
Yes, because you're missing the gap in the middle, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. And it's leaving those tiny little micro voxels around. You know, the kind of like the shred grids when you run into them.
Yeah.
And explode into 1 billion stones when you grind them, and that's quality.
Mm-hmm. See if that
There.
helps it out a bit.
Is this actually going through and
Okay, Farrell.
processing?
Show us where the mean voxel. Never mind.
Nope, nope, nope.
Not on Twitch. Not on Twitch.
Not on Twitch.
Not on Twitch. Gotcha.
Never on Twitch.
Somebody's twitching. Well, I'm twitching.
Yeah, we are evidently stuck with something weird in our game files that means that only this way around does it work. Some definition in the refinery that's not playing ball nicely with our setup. I feel like I could probably do better if I was to put together a quick small grid miner to help Farrell out, rather than try and do this by hand at this point.
We can convert over the goldfishy easily enough.
I
Unless we
wouldn't. I'd
want to
make
leave
something
it
even
just in
smaller.
case.
Hit F10, sorry. I reckon if I...
Oh wow. Oh man, I didn't know I could climb this ladder slower, but turns out all it takes is a left hand.
Yeah. It's done interesting things to my ship.
I wish I kind of stopped taking blueprints of stuff, and
You're regretting that now, huh?
yeah. Well,
You know what we need? We need our old friend from the beginning of the series, whose name I'm totally blanking on.
that was a vertical miner,
Yep.
but we're digging horizontally.
Well, but we have to dig out the bottom floor too, make it all even. Someone in chat help me. Miner might.
For a second there, I thought you were going back to Boris.
Not Dave, the miner. Ivan? What did we call it? What did I call him? Dave?
Nope.
No?
tried.
Wasn't Dave?
Nope.
What was he?
I can't remember the name, but that wasn't it.
It had a name.
It did have a
Techman.
name.
It
Definitely had a name.
Alan.
Alan, yes.
Alan. Alan.
Mhm.
Alan. Yep. That was it. Thank you. Oh, my brain. Okay, so I need to project that. And we're probably going to miss all the parts that we actually need to make it.
Turning Bob off temporarily.
Yeah, I'm going to need a small ship projector block too, so you don't have to turn it off yet.
We got projectors on the top already, Tex.
Huh?
We got the projectors on the top already. They need to build more.
Oh. Okay. Up on the surface?
Yep.
Oh, never mind then. Alan? Alan?
Didn't load, does it?
Tex making himself remember what he called a miner over a year ago.
Oh no, it did load. It just loaded in a place I didn't want it to. Roger. Oh.
Oh, do you already have him loaded up?
No, I was loading up a different miner.
Can't help but think this would go quicker if I just did a giant piston with drills all over it.
At that time, I did think there were 2 projectors out here and not 1.
Well, go ahead.
I can't even find where the other one is now. One of them used to be able to... What is making random clanging sounds? Is that Farrell underground?
Why does this have a torpedo
Nope.
hardpoint on it?
From one of the episodes you went around?
You made a miner with torpedoes?
No, we made torpedoes. Where did the miner come from?
I don't know. You said you were using this block here. Never mind. That was what you were using. I see.
Yeah, that's a torpedo launching platform.
I thought you were building a craft on it. I was like trying to
No.
figure out why the miner had torpedo mounts.
No. Torpedo mounts were to shoot torpedoes. We were shooting whatever you want to call these things in the sky collectively down with them.
Bad things.
Well, we are getting stone out. We're getting stone going into the main refinery at this point. Just to point that out.
Yeah, some of the bobs are still somehow... I don't know if it's still going into the main refinery or that's just from before, but yeah, I know.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I'm
with
With
the
the
sorter in the way,
sorter,
I
you
can't
can't-
drag it out.
What I can
Yeah.
do is do a loopback system down there, although it's worth noting that as it currently stands, the survival kits, like, they've all got at least 50k in each one.
It might be actually overflowing.
Yep, that's probably what it's doing.
It is, yeah, oh no, the survival kits
Which
have
is-
got...
It's amusing considering that this driller is not very efficient right now.
Yeah, it's overflowing.
We could honestly just turn the refinery off.
Could do. It's not actually doing it at the moment because it's been working through 17k platinum this entire time. Why don't we use explosives? Because we want the stone.
That's kind of the whole point. It would be. You're right. It would be much simpler if we were using explosives. You are absolutely correct. And we would end up with no more building materials than we currently have.
Good suggestion, Big Ol.
What is clanging out down here?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering as well. You see what I mean? There's definitely something underground over here that's really not very happy.
Yeah, hang on a second. Wait, you said you painted it pink.
I mean, it could be my miner
projector.
because
It is
I
your
can't
miner.
hear it clanging, but
No, it is.
I
your
know
miner.
it's constantly saying it's getting stuck even though I don't hear the clanging.
Yep, 100%.
I am in a bad area.
And the bit you're getting stuck on looks like it's your sides, actually.
Yeah, so I'm trying to retrofit drills in here, but I'm going to stick another side thruster on this without interfering with another one. The war to make the miner look cool versus functional. Arrgh.
What are you doing, Tex? There's a seat around here.
Your projector. I finished it up and then found out that it was pink, and Bob immediately started.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I've had pink available on the bar for ages from when I've been trying to repaint things.
Well, now that I'm
Okay.
back, is there anything I can be doing or need to be doing?
There's a space station directly above us.
Mm.
Like
Is it
literally 7 kilometers dead up. And that's just, you can see it clear enough against the sky to see that it's a space station and not a ship. Hello. Come and visit you when we're done.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to turn Bob off so I can?
Bob is
load this
already off.
blueprint? Okay.
Spacebar, my request for you would be initially to help Texfire get this miner positioned, and we'll probably all go miners to begin with, or we'll get a couple extra printed up, and then maybe start working out, like flatten the floor out so that we can start working out where we're going to put the first bit of the frame down.
Okay. Where are you positioning this?
Over here.
Ah.
I'm saying that because I'm about to be right back to grab myself a quick drink. Now I've shaken off my slight frustration of earlier and how many little bits of our world are not working properly or just annoying.
Oh.
Especially when you factor in as well that, like, the refinery thing I don't think we can fix. I think that is just we're going to have to restart at some point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh well.
Do I need to go vertical?
Yeah, vertical a little bit. Yeah.
Talk to me. Talk to me,
Okay,
Goose.
you are off of it. Where are you trying to build this from? I don't see a
The
spot.
stick on the top of the projector.
I don't see a stick up here.
There's a rotor with a smaller rotor head
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
a block going off of it.
I mean on the projection itself.
Oh, I don't care. Just any random block that we can build off of.
Okay.
Maybe just somewhere on the front, so where it's easy to grind off.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me go back a little bit. Okay, go to... Oh, right there. Well, no, hang on. Go back. About...
Back doesn't help me. The direction I'm going or opposite the direction I'm going helps.
Okay,
Opposite.
okay. Yeah, go opposite of that now.
Okay.
And stop.
Okay. Hang on a second. There.
Okay, now we need to go from side to side.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. Just stop right there. That might... I might be able to just make some connections here. If I can stop rubber banding. There we go. That should work. That'd be easier than
Question,
trying to
have
get
you
it
thought
more
about
exact.
Kenshi? What? What is Kenshi? Tactical
Okay,
retreat
Alan.
back to the trade surplus. I don't think that's actually a good plan, Matthew. We'll have to give it a test at some point, but I don't think the trade surplus is as strong as we think it is. Not anymore. Armed transport victory, cargo missile 200mm, 3.5 out. Not heading towards us, might drift into range anyway.
Need me to get my rig off its current ideal parking spot, aka its roller skate.
Actually, that's a fair point. That's probably not the best place for it to be sitting, just in case.
No, I thought it was a perfectly good spot to put it. It's added to its maneuverability.
Probably should have had you come up a bit. I didn't see it was hitting the boxes over here.
You're actually attached to the turret as well, which is even more dodgy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why I thought it was a perfect parking spot.
Oh. Come on. Come on, Bob.
Fog,
Oh,
a little
I
bit
guess
of
we,
both.
we need to turn Bob back on, don't we?
Yeah, that's normally required. A little bit of both, Fog Battleship.
Sorry.
Our world's broken in the form of the fact that our refineries and basic refineries don't refine ingots from stone. And in the game itself, I'd say that griefing painting thing, I'd define that
Has
as
managed
broken.
to break. Yeah,
Oh,
ownership.
Farrell, what's happening?
Power didn't turn on when I told it to.
It's probably shield draw when you first turned it on, because
Yeah,
the shields
probably.
would have been off as well.
It's okay. Good as spot as any to let it rock for a bit.
Yeah, I'd be careful when you first turn it on. Maybe even turn it on with the dampers off to let the shields do their first kick in.
See, the nice thing about this pack is that we could easily make it adapt it to be a horizontal driller with just a little more thrust and a different seat location.
I was just going to build a horizontal driller separately, Tex.
Oh, okay.
It's like
good.
the adaptation takes long enough. There's actually, I think you'd actually have to do quite a lot to adapt that in reality. As you say, you don't have a connection point for it, you don't have enough thrust for it.
To be honest, we don't actually even need the Allen version of it. We could just do the drill pack. And just slap a seat on it.
Dag incoming. Where? I haven't seen any dags today. Not a peep
interesting
of a
point.
dag. No noise from the dags, no... The locals have been kind of quiet. Is that because we've been hiding underground?
I don't know.
Probably.
I feel vaguely uncomfortable at drawing attention to it.
I think if you hide underground and don't move away from the base, you don't draw very much attention to yourself. I think that's probably
Okay,
the deal.
let me see what other blocks we're going to need for the objector here. I'm sure he's running into problems.
No, Bob is building things as he goes.
Oh,
We've got the script on for Bob to request parts as he needs.
clever boy.
So, yeah, just judging on what's in the assemblers at the moment, you don't need anything. Just be a matter of time, Mr. Texfire. And the fact that you're
And
not in
Alan-
range of that many
Alan
bombs.
will live again. Val, is your thing okay? You taking a nap?
No, he'll keep going back and forth until he finally figures out how to get through the box. So I'm having to help him out, but I'm up top right now, trying to get my thing out of the way.
That's what I'm
That was
saying.
nice.
You're,
It's just that you just have to play a game of well, basically Russian roulette to sneak in there, and about every 5 or 6 times you go in, you'll be fine. But that one time you'll get caught by the drills as he returns pretty quickly. So yeah.
No, I'm talking about this one up top.
Oh, this thing. Yeah.
Over on it-
Yeah, this is
over
just
on
a
its
piston
edge.
job up here. That's all.
Oh, hashtag just one piston.
Yeah. Yeah, just one more.
I think we're gonna need a bigger piston.
Oh man, this brings back memories. This is a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, Tex.
Mm-hmm. That was pre-Boris, if I remember right.
Yep. That was before we even left the planet the first time. Back in the before times.
No, we did not fix the paint problem.
I wish there was a way in the. Is there a way in the control panel to show just grids that are on this grid, or stuff only on this grid?
You can in the inventory, but not in the
Not in the control menu.
terminal. Yeah, not in the terminal. I don't think.
That's a shame. That would be actually very useful.
Even if it was a sort option, that'd be great.
Yeah, like, just another checkbox besides hide empty or show only local grid. Aren't there some other things that actually have that functionality where they only show the local grid? Is that in inventory?
Yeah, the inventory. There's a new option now. I forget what it's.
Yeah, it's just baked in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be. I wouldn't think that hard to put it in the control menu.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, as you say, I think Alan was pre-Bob even.
Oh, yeah.
Was he? Interesting. Yeah, there aren't any build. No, there is. Build and repair system, Allen.
Oh, maybe it wasn't then.
I think we pretty much used build and repair from the very beginning. Or pretty darn close to it.
Right, what's going on with our cargo system that means the assemblers can't get hold of the ore they need?
I don't know. The sorter isn't screwing it up.
Their sorter's
know how you
right
say
on
it.
the end of the grid, so no. Just not pull it in. It's not even that. It's refusing to pull from the cargo container. It can, and if I manually feed it, it does. And we'll build the motors we're missing immediately.
That's so weird.
But it won't. It's not pulling on its own. Alright, that should have it where it's, yeah. So that we've got a conveyor sorter now that's actively yanking stone out of the main network down to these survival kits.
Oh, nice. That'll work. We are missing power cells. Are we missing the stuff like power cells?
Yeah, because for some reason these assemblers aren't able to pull the bits they need. Yeah, I did just check conveyor settings was on. I think that's fine. Not in the sorters, in the assemblers. So yeah, the assemblers are on conveyor system. Yeah, definitely on that.
And I'm out of oxygen.
Getting some weird issues. I keep clipping through blocks. Like these modded catwalks for some reason.
You are a special man with special powers and abilities.
Yep. Something like that.
I'm gonna restart Space Engineers. Oh no.
Yep, and I'm dead. I was rubber banding too hard to actually get to the med station. Here, Bob,
is
don't take my
the-
stuff. Come on.
Backfeed. Spoon.
Yeah, I'm rubber banding bad through the box on the voxels and blocks right now.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Yep. Seen a bit of that too.
Lovely.
Conveyor sorters when you do them right are such fun. How's it going, Tex? Any luck getting Alan up and running?
I died, so I was busy respawning.
Hey, hang again.
I'm heading back up top to see how where he's at. Doesn't help that I keep morphing through the catwalks. Makes walking upstairs a little bit.
Yeah,
difficult.
I am as well.
What's the sim speed at?
Yeah, it's like I'm permanently crouched, basically, even though I'm not crouched. And if I jump, I get back up through it again. I had that happen to me with the solar panels. Yeah, it's something to do with the inverse kinematics. If you walk on the half blocks and then walk back up onto a normal height, you stay at the height of the half blocks.
Oh. Yep.
So it's happening for you when you run on the solar panels up top, and to fix it you'd have to jump. Oh wow, no, that's pinged me through.
I'm on the armoring conveyors and it's still doing it.
So I didn't need to restart the Space Engineers. Got it.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure there was a good reason.
It's not like I've been not been in it almost all day.
I think we might need to restart, because it definitely wasn't doing this to me earlier. Oh,
let me
of
guess.
course, we've been doing loads of voxel editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just fell through the ramp. I'm the host. Yep,
Seems fun.
Straight fell through it. All right, well, flying it is then. Roger that.
Welcome to Space Engineers, where the voxels are made up and the host doesn't matter.
Okay, Alan has uranium in the reactors. He has power.
Can we prepare for a restart?
Yeah, didn't know if we wanted to break him loose first.
I would propose that it would be better to not break him loose first, surely.
Okay, fair enough.
Like
All right,
any
I'm in the
safe
cockpit.
method would involve not doing that first.
Okay, fine. That's a good point.
Hey, Doges. Oh, I see why we're not seeing Doges. That's quite hilarious.
They're hitting the
Wow.
shields.
They run into the shield and just go poof and disappear.
Yep.
I like it.
Random block has now killed me. The whole phasing thing.
So last Sunday, I noticed that anytime that Shaq brought down the save game, before I exited, it required me to reboot Steam. I'm kind of curious to see if that's going to reproduce.
Oh, blocks are now catapulting me random directions. Even better.
Fun fact, did you know that H2 O2 gens now consume ice 2/3 slower, meaning they output hydrogen 2/3 slower? If you built a microship that runs without a hydro tank and just uses gens, you're screwed.
Lovely. I was going to do testing on that to figure if that was the case.
Are you ready, Farrell?
Yep. Yeah, I'm stuck out here anyway, so
Roger
do
that.
it. Do it to it.
While we're doing this, I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back.
Why did I see a downloading mod screen that time?
Because Keen. Sometimes it just get well. It's entirely possible someone updated their mod, like.
No,
right as we're
I
playing, too.
saw the whole list.
Hmm.
Very briefly, but could I have potentially launched into it without updated mods? Like, somehow it
hope
didn't
not.
update the mods before we started? That can't be the case, though, because automatic LCDs was working. Although that's a script, so that depends on you, not me. You download that, if you know what I mean. Also, I believe it's about to load in. Oh, Lucas has been updating stuff. Okay, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That reminds me, I did put an antenna down to see where we had all those bobs in the HUD. I need to disable that.
Antenna? What? No, alright, I'm on it.
We don't see any of the hackers down here on the planet, so I don't
So
get any-
far.
read anything at Mr. Lucas.
See, why'd you have to say
All right.
something? Because now we're going to see them.
Well, because at the same time, it's also convenient for us to be able to keep parts going if the script isn't keeping up with them.
That's true.
Can confirm, it does look like my engineer now knows where the floor is.
Ooh. Yeah, I've already seen in this version also the return of the old block surfing bug. You remember that one where you could just jump on a block and you just go surfing on it?
Release game, by the way.
Yeah, no, I can confirm. Ground is now solid once more.
Okay.
Happy days. Antennas are safe in our case for now. Good to know. Thank you, Lucas.
That deserves to be followed up with the but beacons. Ha ha ha.
Shush.
Don Hart, don't encourage them.
Oh man, look at that efficient little stone processing system running there.
There are voxels and grids around me somewhere here. Someday they'll show up. Huh. What do you know?
I wouldn't be surprised to
Right.
find the fire trucks already ammo capable. Uses the Haxi thrusters. Yeah, careful you don't go any higher than that, Farrell.
No, I'm definitely not.
If anything,
I've
slope
gotta
downwards
redo-
a bit. Yeah, you might get a bit. I
I've
don't
got
know
to.
how flat it is up there, you know.
Yeah, the problem is I've got to reprogram the whatchamacallit since it's been reloaded. Cam doesn't maintain our drill states between saves.
You're using Pam, you lazy git.
I'm back.
It's not
Cool.
lazy, just efficient.
Welcome
Yeah.
back. Get yourself in here, Texfire. We
I'm-
need
I'm in.
that ship of yours done.
Yep.
There's a bottom of here that needs to be flattened out a bit so that I can start work on at least
Waiting
the
for
base
server
structure.
to respond.
Yeah, the fun thing is I'm still not seeing any voxels in this area. Or I'm seeing voxels. I see small grids, but not large grids, except the miner. So, like, where the refinery room I know is just a room of excavated voxels.
That's about right.
Yep. I can see you. I can see the sky through the hatchless opening there. I think I'm gonna.
You might be
reconnect
due
here.
for another reload, yeah.
Yeah.
That
pulled a
first one
metaphor.
didn't stick.
I found
Half,
some nice
like
red
3/4
cluster.
of it did.
I see chat has become the Lucas request line.
I know one of the guys in the Discord was making some interesting progress on something I think we talked about at one point, potentially trying, and then decided it was a bit janky in the way it could work, but perhaps with mod support might, which is all to do with like Space Hulk and a survival scenario based around that sort of concept, where it's all about capturing bits of what you're trying to fight, and so you have a very limited selection of things you can build. And all of the things you can build are all about attaching whatever it is that you're capturing onto you in order to make use of their bits, so you slowly sort of end up building a Space Hulk up.
I think he was talking about that in reference to EFM. But that would work in reference to other. Maybe, yeah. Especially if you manage to get some Warhammer themed bolters and whatnot. Maybe a Gene Stealer replacement for spiders. Be kind of cool.
So how was progress on Alan looking before we had to do the restart?
Alan, other than missing all the whatchamacallit, battery components, is good to go.
What were we missing to make battery components? Or we just...
Power cells?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I'm aware it was going to be power cells.
Far.
Okay.
Well, they were all done except for power cells. So I'm guessing silicon, maybe what we're missing?
That can't be the case because we get that out of the stone.
Yeah, there is silicon.
It's probably just the either it's not the Bob script is not queuing it up properly in the assemblers, or it's that the assemblers are being funky about drawing stuff again. And someone's suggestion to fix that was to remove everything from the assembler, on the basis that it's probably something to do with the floating point bug. Where you get materials in the start of the assembler list that say 0.1 or less than 0.1, and that bugs it out from pulling more stuff in.
I figured out what it is. It's the latter is the hydrogen walk of shame.
Oh, there it is. CDR's even in chat. Yeah, man. One thing I thought might be worth looking. Do you remember the welding mod? I can't remember who made it, but there was a welding mod where you put it was essentially a merge block that then couldn't be unmerged and was didn't have a thickness, so you could slap it on the side of a block, put another block next to it, and it would permanently weld them. That, I think, might be the sort of thing you'd want to try and do with the Space Hulk scenario rather than the merge block approach.
Oh, I forgot about that mod.
I imagine it's relatively simple. It's just a sort of adjustment to the hitbox of the merge block, and then essentially you remove it from the list in the menu, right? So you can't see it once it's merged.
Yeah, you basically, I would assume no collision box.
Yeah, no collision box. Make it one block thick. Oh, actually, yeah, no collision box, so you can just slap it and it ends up being, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that mod completely.
There's very rare occasions where you'd want to do that sort of thing, but I can see that as being one where it actually makes a lot of sense. Look, you. Get out of it. What? Oh, there it is. So, Tex, how does progress look? Are you able to queue
Well,
up?
I am streaming while I am trying to actually get it out of Alan.
Okay. Let me see if I can get some
So-
power cells queued up for you then.
I am in the game.
Search bar! Yay!
but I cannot seem to actually get out of the cockpit right now. So
There you go. It's pulling stuff correctly again now.
there we go. Oh, I'm out now. Okay, so
Yeah. The assemblers are properly pulling again now. I don't know what it was to fix that. Maybe even just the reload, but they are correctly yanking things through. Also, does the button to open the doors now work as well?
that would be nice. Something just exploded.
Nope.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out how to make this thing work.
Did we disconnect those doors attachment?
No, I don't think so.
I think we did.
Talking about the big doors?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
They
connected
shouldn't
again.
be.
Well, unless they're not called door, they don't show up in the thing.
They should be connected now.
They're called hangar gate. Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
Why? Why?
Cause raisins?
Yes, that's the one. Advanced welding. I think that would add a certain something to the sort of a space out like scenario like that. And the only other thing I think you could probably, or you might want to think about, is if your gameplay is going to be all about scavenging and like essentially attaching onto other
turn
ships.
it off for a second. Turn Bob off. Forgot to turn it off before I disconnected Alan.
That's easily fixed. Sorted. Alright, text is good.
Alan lives again.
See, as I was saying with the space Hulk thing, if it's going to be all about scavenging and then taking control of the essentially the hulks you've scavenged and hooking them on, then the two things I think of is a way of making scavenging more successful, a way of meaning that you don't blow up quite so much of the target you're shooting at. So, for example, maybe an EMP or something that is some very high precision weapons, something that'll enable you to take targets out directly and specifically, and then
I'm afraid of going too much lower because I'm afraid that Farrell's thing is going to back over me.
once you've gone down far enough, you'll be underneath him. There's
Yep,
room there
you're
for you to
fine.
go
I'm
underneath.
moving. I'm not on automatic. I'm just moving you out of the way of you right now.
And
Nice.
the other thing I think of for scavenging is, again, it's towards the idea of some way of making it easier for people to move other grids around. And this one's, I'm struggling a bit more to think of how you do it. It might need to be... is it possible to make a thruster that has a speed limit built into it?
You could probably do it with scripting.
I'm just thinking, like, some very, very powerful thrusters that have a very, like, limited speed cap. So they can only move an object to, like, 10 meters a second, but they're actually capable of pulling very, very heavy things around. And that way you could sort of use them as a kind of... struggling to think of the right word for it now. You know, it's those maneuvering thrusters, the lifting thrusters, I can't help but feel like would be really handy.
Like
Okay,
RCS.
can you
type?
confirm that Bob is indeed collecting the stone now?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
he is.
pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
he is.
Yeah, that's all working, don't worry. That Bob...
How much of this area do you want me to square off?
as much as possible, to be honest. Just avoid the Bob corner.
Energy critical.
But yeah, that loop down there should now mean that those Bobs essentially can't do anything but pick up stone. For the moment. Unless the conveyor sorters are adjusted, it's forcibly removing any blocks from there that aren't stone. So that, in other words, those ones can be safely left on because they'll never have any components in them.
Who's a useful member of society? Alan. Alan's a useful member of society.
Yeah, tugboat thrusters. That sort of idea. Exactly.
I'm not actually. Are my thrusters moving? Or are the drills moving? Because I don't see them
No.
moving on my screen.
I don't see him moving either.
And the other thing, of course, you probably
Yep.
want to add is
Yeah, they
There
are.
it goes.
like maybe the hacking block or something along those lines.
Okay.
Essentially-
How low do you want me to go here?
I would just try and essentially square it out to where we can put a pretty flat floor down, you know. So I think the lowest point is actually on the right-hand side of the room over here rather than the left. So you're gonna have to go a fair bit down there.
Okay. You can eyeball me because it'd be hard for me to look at that.
I think you're gonna have to do a couple of skims.
Yep. Oh, wow. Hold still, Alan. Hold still. There we go.
Thinking about it, as soon as you've got like a level that cut down to there, I can put some blocks down that'll stop you from being able to dig any further because the shield will protect him. Serious excavation projects going on.
The big dig.
Where is you, I think.
You can just get one of you guys to be my sweater. It's really hard for me to do third view from here down here.
We're gonna need to widen this, do you think? It might be wide enough.
I think we probably are, but I'm gonna wait for the horizontal miner to do that. Speaking of which, are you working on that?
Oh, I'll go and queue it up now. That'll take 2 seconds to put together. It's one from PvPvP, so it's cheap.
Mr. Spacebar.
I was
if
going
you
to
could be
say,
my spotter.
not that particular miner that I'm thinking about.
No, not that one. Don't think we need that one.
Nah, come on.
If we were going to use that one, we should have started with that one. It would have made our life a lot easier, but yeah. The scary thing is because it's so basic, we could probably afford one.
Let me know when I'm getting too close to the.
You are
Bobs.
getting too close.
Well,
Stop.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You're also hitting. Excuse me. You're also hitting the ladder.
That's okay. Oh, easy there, Bob. Easy there, Ivan. Alan, whatever your name is.
No, it's Ivan now, apparently.
Oh, no, it's Alan.
Do we know when we'll have a Bob group for the base?
Yeah, it's called We Are Bob.
Yeah.
Build and repair.
I can't see it. I can only see 2 groups: pickup bobs and survival kit stone processing.
Okay.
That's all I saw as well.
I can't see. Oh, actually, I can see some of the base bobs, but only the ones I own. What? They're not even showing up in the list, regardless of how I filter it.
And a little bit further. I guess you don't have to come all the way back.
It's bizarre.
No, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Can I come down any further and take a bigger slice?
Yeah, you should be fine. I wouldn't go any further than that.
I'm catching on the voxels. I'll have to go up.
No, of
Actually,
course.
I don't think this one is from PvP.
Get out of here, stalker.
No, I don't think it is. It's also vertical as well.
No, if I had some forward drills too, that would probably be the ideal. Because then it could drill forward and underneath at the same time.
Why are you now stuck?
Ooh, and why has my stream FPS gone to absolute garbage? What on earth happened there? Yeah, somewhere in here there's got to be a miner I've built relatively recently that's suitable. I can't be bothered to design another one. Oh yeah, that'll do. Kronos. Good choice. Hover tanks? No, that's not miners.
Oh.
Except that doesn't fly down here. Or does it?
Not with that attitude.
Thank you, Spacebar.
I'm disappointed that I didn't think of that first. Wasn't quick enough.
Yep.
Am I anywhere close to getting level on the bottom yet?
How
Nope.
low are we going?
That match the
No.
other side is what he said.
Oh, then yeah, no. It's like another Ivan or whatever. Alan length.
Alan,
Length down. I'd say.
I like that that's a unit of measurement now.
My selection of
about 3 or
miners in
4
my
hours.
blueprints, if I actually just search miner, is impressive. We've got one from this series, we've got one from PvPvP that's pretty fucking massive. We've got one that someone else has made. No, we've got the one that Keen made that's on the platform at the start, and then you've got one from my tutorial from 4.5 years ago, when Planets was first released, or whenever that was. And then some that are so old that they're like before connectors. And those are the only ones I've got. Like that.
Okay, I think rather than horizontally, I'm just going to go straight down until we're at the right level, and then come up and go over again.
That
So-
would be.
There.
Yeah, about right.
Okay, let me know when I'm finished coming up.
You are out.
Can I go over? Okay.
And drop it. I'm gonna keep those back 2 drills in your previous hole. A little bit further.
I wish there was a way to like keep.
And stop.
Wish there was a way to keep like an auto leveling script. There probably is. I
What?
just probably don't know about it.
Like the one Farron's using.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey, could you
I'm not using.
Oh, you've stopped using PAM, have you?
I'm about to say, can you put?
No,
that
I'm
one
still
on?
using
Is it-
PAM. The problem is the large grids are not very good at drills, basically.
I'm not very good at life, and so
Yeah. Yeah,
They
pretty
need,
much.
they need to reconsider. What are you doing with your life?
oh, then speed mode
And
engaged.
stop.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, in fact, I don't want one of those, do I? No, don't want a cargo container on this. It's for one thing and one thing only.
Or more accurately, this time around, I didn't design. When I redid the drill head, didn't get a very good ejection
And-
system on it.
Stop.
Okay.
Net result is grid cannot move anywhere until I unload it.
how easy is it to convert this back up again? Oh, spacebar. I'd never seen your armored conveyors on small blocks.
And oh yeah, I finally fixed those.
Oh, look at him. I mean,
And stop. We have something 2.58 out. Armed transport victory, cargo uranium.
Ooh, we want that.
yeah, that probably needs shooting out the sky. Are you ready for
At least
the end half of this to start
what?
getting a bit louder? What do you mean with what? With the two large base guns
turrets.
that have got 3-kilometer
Oh.
range?
Oh, well then never mind.
One of those is
combat
turned
craft
off.
that we don't have. Ah, okay. Quit. No more kipping over on your back.
You there? Hello. Time to
Can I
pull
hop in
down.
this
Oh
top-
my word! Look at the front of it.
Yeah, I mean if you can.
What's on the front of it?
Okay, because I need to recharge.
Battleship cannons.
Ah, okay, yeah, we want to take that down for certain.
Here's the precision fire. Two big guns are out.
I think you're stuck in some voxels. Yeah, your front corner. Front left corner.
Okay.
Almost like we started learning where the weak points in the victory are. Now then, my friend, would you care to come down out of the sky for me? No, down.
That's okay. I would stop there.
Then...
And stop.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a ridge if you want to go ahead and grab that. Or I can get it with the drill.
Oh, hang on a second. Let me figure out why it's telling me ship fuel low. Batteries on recharged. On auto mode. I want them on discharge.
I'm almost better off killing the thrusters at this point. Getting to that blooming reactor is a nightmare. There you go.
Trader storage module. 4.7 out.
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
You coming down?
The Cobalt, if I remember right.
Can anyone tell if that thing's coming down or not?
I couldn't tell from what I was looking at. It's still flying about the same height. I can't index on it.
No,
for a
I
shot
think
with
he
the,
is
chart.
kind of slowly coming down. Let's give him a little bit of a final helping hand, I think.
And a little bit further when you get a chance. And stop.
I need a docking port for this thing eventually, because apparently it's going to need the batteries charged. Or I'm going to
Nope, it's coming down now.
One or the other.
Still has the
Do you have
big gun on the
reactors?
bottom, the big gun up front.
Oh
Yeah,
no, they're both
he's-
smoking
he's got,
and
he's got
damaged.
2 small reactors.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I damaged but didn't
he
destroy
was really
those in the
intended
hope.
to charge off of the base and use batteries.
I'm just waiting now for the inevitable guns that are on the top to come into view.
Yeah, you've got about 30 units.
I know not to make it full fast. That's why you'll notice that I intentionally took off as little thrust as I could while still making her come down. She's sort of leveled
And
out.
stop.
Stop that.
Yeah, she's leveling, but
She's leveled out because you got far enough down that the atmo thrusters got better.
better traction.
But yeah, I just can't think what the right term is for that. But better of that thing.
Can you can you make me a connector? Spacebar?
Yeah,
Just
where you
rear-
want it.
How are you still
I don't
flying?
care. Somewhere where I can back up and dock it.
Let's see.
Down! God damn you. That's an impressive effort to stay in the sky. Hey, and that effort just ended. That's falling a bit faster than I'd like, although suitably close for a... Oh, and the other side of a hill, so we can't take out whatever turrets it's got.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's enough room.
Alright, let's go and have a look. What did we get, and how intact is it? Whoop, there it is. How intact are you, friend? Ooh, looks like it might be without power. That'd be perfect.
And
Yep, she is without power.
Oh,
Dumba
perfect.
ho!
Charge it. Let it finish taking all the stone out. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
What's happened to me hover group? Do I not own my hover group? What is going on in this save?
Shenanigans, I believe, is what's going on. It's got a lot of stone in it.
yeah,
If I connect here, is it going to dump all that stone into the right part of the inventory
Where is
system, or no?
here?
I'm asking spacebar.
Actually, to be
This
honest,
is actually
no.
Actually, to be honest, Tex, it does not matter because the answer is yes, because there is a conveyor system, a sorter system down the bottom that is specifically dragging every last piece of stone in the network out into those survival
good.
kits.
Then I will
So
disconnect.
you can connect anyway.
Okay, how about throw out off, collect off. Oh.
Alright, let's go lose another Dumba. Haven't lost a Dumba yet this episode, so, you know. Stuff to do.
Well, at least this time I got
Get out
something
of
out
here,
here a
stalker.
little more powerful than normal to help. It's not armed right now, but it's more powerful.
Okay. Makes me feel much better.
Let me remake all my groups.
Started my Avengers and Bob is in the progression tree right off the bat under landing gear. That's a little early. I think it should be ground set to grind power and turrets first, I believe. Depends what blueprint point was taken at, but... No, no. Sable on you, and... Up, 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 up.
Okay.
Oh, I've just turned the armor block off, so don't
Should be
expect it to
connected?
grind that.
And if we can just make sure that the stone is going where it needs to go. Sounds like it.
I have arrived!
Nice.
And give me the goodies, Mr. Ship. Wow, we managed to keep some of the big guns alive. My Bob does not seem to be grinding anything.
Yeah, it's the same problem I'm having too.
So when you want it to grind, it doesn't.
Oh, it's grind enemy blocks is actually turned off for some reason. I assume you were the same.
Nope, mine's definitely on. At least as far as that setting goes.
You're not full then.
I don't think he was connected to the grid.
Nope.
I know we were doing all that, jacking with all those settings.
No, actually, I take it back. I'm getting stuff. This is taking a while. Got some Grendel ammunition out of it, some civilian bolter platform case.
Does it consider glass as armor blocks then? Interesting.
Could be.
Because unfortunately the downside here is that it looks like, once again, most of it died on impact. We got a few bits off the top, but that's about it.
Let's see. 1.03k uranium. That's what we wanted off of it.
No, fair play.
Nice.
Fair play.
Nice.
That should last us a while.
I
In fact,
could
you know
probably
what?
do with
I'm
some of that.
RTB. I'm going RTB. I've learned my lesson from all the other salvage we've been doing. I got what I came for. I'm getting back under the shield bubble.
I got HSR Phantom magazines.
Offload what I've got instead of saying, oh, I'm going to stay to grab everything. Nope, 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 nope. Not falling for that trap again.
Guys, we've discussed the fact that there isn't a spotlight there for a reason. It's because there's a Mr. Coffee there. Trust that if I'd put the Mr. Coffee anywhere else, it would be the Mr. Coffee you were complaining about instead. The only reason you're not complaining about it is because you can't see it. It's because it's on the bottom.
That's right. I didn't exactly plan for that one.
That was a fairly weak source little gathering. This is the concern, CDR, about the Space Hulk scenario as well, as this seems to be the overall deal. It's unusual to come back with much. At least much of the important stuff.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten that far in designing this thing to figure out where I was going to dock it up.
Oh boy, the crouching bug is back again.
Well, we were hoping to get its uranium cargo, and we did. But it's always nice to get a few other bits from the wreck as well, without... But they always end up... The only ones that don't blow themselves up on the landing are the ones that got parachutes. And those ones tend to still be covered in turrets by the time they hit the ground.
Were you going to do anything
And then be
special with the
sniping us
floor
from-
on this thing, by the way?
3 kilometers away.
I've got some areas level, and I'm recharging the batteries on the drill pack.
I was
So
just
I'm
going
gonna start
to
placing
build
the
like
floor.
a completely flat floor the whole way across.
Okay, just light armor blocks.
Yeah. This
Nothing
is just to give
special.
us something to build off of. Indeed, sir. Indeed. How's the ridiculous processing system working? Do I need to add more survival kits?
No, actually, just fed it a huge slug of rock.
It's not doing too badly then.
Something like 90k or so of rock, so...
It's still really, really slow. Oh no, I guess the assembler is pulling it faster than it makes it. I don't know.
Touchdown. Alright.
I don't understand why I can't see half of the blocks in the grid. In this menu. It's so bizarre. I only see one conveyor sorter, for example. Yet there's very clearly two right here. And I built both of them. What is going
Makes
on with
perfect
this
sense.
save?
Perfect sense.
Triple A game.
AAA, yeah, this is some real. I'm not going to use that quote again. Not
Yeah, I
gonna use
don't
it.
see the other one either.
How does that even work?
They're literally touching each other.
But one of those doesn't exist, Spacebar. That's what you're not understanding.
Is this Schrodinger's? No, that can't be because we observe it.
Yeah, I can see what it's up to. And what it's up to is garbage. Makes no sense.
You realize we just went on a salvage run and didn't lose the Doomba or any of the other craft involved in it?
We went 3 feet and then ran away.
But we survived it.
Just saying, I'm not calling that one a victory. But I suppose we did come back with stuff. But I'm saying, on impressive victory scales, we're not getting a medal for that one. I don't think.
No,
That's
no, probably not.
that's on the level of participation trophy. You did indeed show up. It's amazing how just even a simple floor makes things look a lot better.
No, temperature's not toggleable. It's the UI mod that we're using doesn't have that added to it, so you can't see what temperature it is.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I figured they'd just be automatic.
Nah, it'll be a new element, won't it? So
Yeah.
Incoming.
incoming what?
Oh,
What just happened?
Warned you. The miner's back in the cavern shifting position, and it's ejecting stone, obviously, so I watched it do a carpet bomb attack on a spacebar down there.
Well, I was going
To
to
be
leave
fair,
that platform. I thought it'd be
don't
quite handy to
think-
have a level that was higher up.
Oh, okay.
Because
My
we've
bad.
But yeah, no, but might as well finish it now. It's a bit late. I figured, given we've got that sort of bob array up at that height anyway, we might as well continue at that height and have that as like a, if we need to build a second way on to whatever
Well,
it is we're building
We
up
can
at a higher
absolutely build a. We could absolutely build a
platform.
observation platform.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
you get my thinkings.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, let's see how Alan's doing. You ready to do some more drilling there, my friend?
Yeah, Alan was definitely prior to the old fusion reactors. Hint, hint.
Oh yeah, he's only battery powered. We could slap a fusion reactor
That's
on
what
him.
I'm saying.
using that.
That's what I was thinking, Mr. Texfire.
Ah, well, let's do that. By
A
all
fusion
means.
reactor on. Looks like we've done enough voxel editing that we're falling through blocks again. Yep. Whoa! Dude, your legs. You gotta strut your stuff, spacebar. Oh wow, that's amazing. Quick, first person, we need to watch this. Go on. Check out those
He's got
kinematics.
moves like Jagger.
The kinematics know where the surface of the ground is. The physics do not.
Ah, oh god.
You need to like lean your character back at the same time as well, so you like. Yeah, strut
the
it,
Ministry of Silly Walks.
strut it, boy. Strut that funky stuff.
I seem to be in first person, my head is just barely above the blocks.
Yeah, I think it might reload time, guys.
We just reloaded. It's not even. Like
It's a sign that
30
we're
minutes
getting
ago.
more efficient at the mining
that's
side
right.
of things.
It's a sign that I'm getting the drilling rig running properly now.
And you got techs helping too, so we got it's
Yeah,
functional.
which
And
means-
also, I still don't quite understand why it is that like half of our cargo network's gone bulky and I can't see bits of it. And what bits of it I can see depends on which cargo station I access.
Boy, I hope
Interesting.
they fix these bugs before they release the game.
Spacebar.
What?
No salt for you, sir.
We've had enough.
You cut off.
I will shout at you from down here.
It's okay. I'm used to talking to short people.
Morning, morning. Prepare for reload.
That was a lot of sudden macro sass.
Well,
Alright,
what's
I'm
funny is
standing on
is that a
something.
lot too.
Reactor components. There we go. Need about 300 of those.
Reload time. Seriously, I'm falling through the
Okay.
floor.
Yep. Okay. I have them queued up. Let me hop in Alan so I'm inside something. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's definitely time. Okay, and there was a
Connection
suggestion.
problem.
Yes.
Yeah, which means my end does not realize what is going on. Sweet.
Yeah, I saw what you're suggesting, Matthew. I'm just having a look now.
Oh, do we have the beton
Maybe.
loaded?
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah, there is some type of concrete mod.
Okay, that's
Oh,
removed.
well.
That might mean that we can move over to using refineries. Do I lose my... Actually, I might replace that system with basic refineries instead or something. It's still cool. Keeps it out of the main refinery. We've only got one.
He says, "Are you tired of salt? I some MSG instead."
Okay, feelings about this particular screenshot. Again, we have one guy actually doing something. Selection of people around apparently just looking at that one guy.
A girl.
One might
Ah.
have some ideas as to why that might be, but we'll go into those another time perhaps. And then it's just weird that there's only ever one guy in each one of these shots that's doing something. Like, engineers obviously operate by committee. One guy's doing it, and then this is like representatives of OSHA, planning, finance department, and insurance. All like there just to make sure that things are going okay.
Here are 4 unsuccessful insurance salesmen.
There's a Instagram account that I've been following lately, and it's called OSHA is this safe. I will warn people that it is not always safe for work, but it's almost always funny. People doing things in the most safe manner, maybe, or not.
Harold is seriously getting his poop on.
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
What did you think I was talking about?
Yet you remember, I'm not, I'm watching, I have the stream in the background, but I'm not seeing what's going on because it's at 30-second, 40-second delay. So it's like, you're just like, Farrell's pooping a lot. It's like, okay, sure. And then I see the stream come in and what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's probably about 600,000 stone in that thing right now.
Can confirm the refinery now does refine properly.
Oh, really? Cool.
Oh,
So it
good.
was the
It's
concrete mod that
refining.
was doing it.
Aha!
In which case,
In which case, we could maybe get rid of that entire cluster of survival kit.
we might as well leave them running for the time being, to be honest, Tex. I'll just
Yeah, but
adjust
once,
the
we can
sorters.
remove them later if we need to.
I would adjust the sorters if I could see the sorters.
You still
I can't see either of them now. I can only see the first one I built that's on the outside. Yeah, these sorters don't exist. What have we done? How have we got a...
The sorter is alive.
They're built by me. They're connected just there.
And I've got 2 on my grid, and I can see them just fine. Can't see the rest of the world right now. I mean, I can see the grids, but
maybe
To
grind
be
one
honest,
down and
that one
I did
reactor, that one refinery is probably outproducing all those survivals. Scrap
wonder.
does indeed have a use. It gets refined down into iron.
yeah, actually, we're almost unloaded here.
Okay, we have free movement. I've removed the sorters.
Nice.
That way
And they
everything
move
can help.
freely about the country.
That way everything can help.
Oh, he did. Bless his heart.
Who did
Pam
what?
now can auto-resume across saves. Well, not auto-resume, but at least resume the job across saves now.
Hey, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, it looks like we are probably going to have to go for a new world at this rate, but we were going to have, like, this final mission that we were starting tonight that has gone a lot more slowly than perhaps we'd liked, but it is what it is.
But we don't want to just desert this world. We want to
Yeah.
finish it epically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right. How's your looking now? You've got a refinery aboard, not refinery, a reactor aboard.
Looks fine, except for none of the vessels have loaded for a minute. So give me a minute,
1 hot minute for text fire. Roger.
or a couple more. Depends. Needless to say, the batteries are charging much faster.
3,803k stone.
Well, that's good. We've got use for it.
Oh, yeah. And that's just from just about 2 slices out of like 9 of this drill job I've got going here.
Yeah, as Joe's pointing out, the refinery processes it so quickly, the conveyor pull rate can't keep up. Unfortunately.
Is the reactor actually finished?
Yeah.
Okay, because you can't actually like get out of the cockpit or anything.
You are on my screen, of course, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll catch up in a sec, I assume.
Does it have fuel in it?
I don't know. You should have pulled some automatically, but I don't know.
Hey, up! I caught up. I'm out.
Welcome.
it
Yep.
is not finished. It's waiting on reactor components.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of what I figured.
It looks finished.
Nah, it's still.
Oh, yeah, no, they go glowy when they're finished, don't they? Yep, okay.
Yep.
Back in 1 second, guys.
I queued up.
I go
I
on
should
the
have
screen.
queued up enough reactor components. It's just waiting for them to finish.
Something's not happy.
Yeah, I just
Yep.
hear. Well, let's close the door. Let's say.
Well, what do we got up here anyways?
We got NATO cargo on the way.
Yay, Gatling good ammo for days, and me without a thug boat to use it with. That one's moving pretty quick, and it is going to pass pretty close to overhead, so that may come down on us.
It's just so. Oh, it's shooting something over there.
It's stuck at 173 reactor components. Let's see.
What are you shooting at? Oh, the zoom on these things.
No energy.
This railgun zoom is. It's slow until you get to a point. It's just like instantly zoomed in.
Yeah, I think that happens if the zoom range is allowed to be too much on the weapon.
Yeah.
That last one is just like hideous. Yeah, that Fort Victoria is firing on targets on the ground. Some wrecks, so that is definitely going to fly within close engagement range. I already see one modded turret on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot that out.
Yeah, my midnight turret is saying it is out of ammo despite being supposedly an energy weapon.
I don't think Krieg and Equinox ever got that fixed.
It was working for me literally before we started today.
Oh.
Because that's what was sitting on the back of the Combat Wombat.
We might be out of silver.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. We haven't got silver in ages.
Wasted for your awareness, we've got a Fort Victoria passing over us with NATO ammo. Not that we want NATO ammo, but it's passing over us. 2.36 kilometers out.
It's close enough that it may well open fire, Roger. Going.
Yep.
I took out that.
Well, it's already engaging turrets on the ground, and it's launching fighters now, too.
Okay.
You've got a ship floating up here. Is it okay up here, or does it need to be? Oh yeah, it's docked.
I'm locked off. I'm fine.
What was
2
dark?
kilometer range.
And she's coming down.
Yeah, watch the top.
We do have an arrowhead come in though.
Yeah, those aren't too bad. Pikes
Well,
will take
never
them.
mind. We did. Oh, I can see the tracers. That's right, they fixed that. Haha.
Okay, is everything
ISMs
clear
were
for the
actually
hangar
always
gate door?
working.
Because I'm going to close it if so.
Oh.
Yep, you're good from my side.
Close it.
Yeah, this is the one with the
Oh, that's got parachutes.
parachutes.
I gotta work call. I'll be right back.
All right. No, I wanted to keep that.
Yep,
Oh shit, the
there
other.
goes that turret.
Well, I wonder if I could use a smaller azimuth reactor.
Okay. He's undeployed his parachutes and is once again still hovering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's down at the level his Atmo thrusters are working.
Okay. You gonna let me see it, game, or not? But yeah, as soon as we left the base once for salvage, all of a sudden, more things start showing up.
Mm-hmm.
This one's pretty intact though, and I managed to pick its antenna off.
Apparently,
so-
we woke it up.
Wow. That thing is completely intact. Pretty much.
Oh boy, that's good and bad. given what it replaces the interior turrets with, typically.
I'd say it's fairly good. It means I've still got an opportunity to lose a Dumba before the end of the episode.
Well,
Actually, no, I might save that for the start of the next, because I really want to lay down a bit of the beginnings of how we're building up this ship in here, at least. Textfire,
yep.
we have a tiny bit of floor left to remove. Is there any chance you could
Yep.
shuffle your
I
bus over
just put 6 tiny reactors on, and I hope that'll be enough power. Find out.
I can hear a railgun having fun. Stop that.
Okay, are my thrusters on? Or I disconnect here? They should be on. I shouldn't have turned them off.
There's a little bit of a glow around them. It's very hard to tell because they're small ones and... Oh, shit.
Yep, no fuel.
That's because none of the the tinies don't have any uranium in them.
Well, I thought they were going to draw it.
They'll only draw it... They won't draw it from another reactor. They'll only draw it from a...
Fuel critical.
What you call it? Like an empty container or inventory.
Ah, okay. And then I need uranium.
Well, no, you could also just take... If you take some back out of your existing reactors, like half of it, and put it into a container instead, it'll then spread it out to the other reactors. It's like there's a rule that means the reactor can't pull from another reactor to stop them from pulling backwards and forwards.
Oh. Come on.
What you trying to do, Mr. Fire?
Give me a second. Take longer for me to explain than just do it. Trying to get some juice. My ride.
Temp X-Fire's ride, huh?
Hit my Allen. Go on, Allen. Go earn some money. I noticed that I lost my battery group when I connected to the station.
Half the groups are missing, and you won't be able to see all the blocks in the menu at the moment for some reason.
I also lost my ammo thruster group. Okay, well, let's do this. And I lost my drill group.
Parachute blocks are on the top, though, Cliff. Very hard to shoot stuff that's on the top of it without having to shoot through the bottom.
May have to be my eyes here. close.
That's it. Were you using right click?
I
Is that
was, because I didn't want to have to worry about getting close enough to grind the damn blocks.
They were shielded. That was the benefit of the blocks being down, is the shield to prevent you from digging too deep, was my thinking.
Oh.
That should be it.
Oh, right. That's why you're... Well, dang it. I'm going to have to... Why would we kill each other? That's just crazy talk. Oh, Matthew Wilder's like, what did I miss? These guys kill each other yet? No, we wouldn't kill each other intentionally. Accidents happen, yeah, but...
So,
We're not going out intentionally looking to cause death and dismemberment.
why is everyone talking about daylight savings? Is daylight savings happening?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this Sunday.
Oh, for God's sake.
And we'll be out of sync for however many weeks it is.
Couple of, normally 2, where, yeah, the hours between me and Tex and Shaq change for a bit, and it's all very confusing.
Yep, instead of 6 hours, it's 5.
Well, there's a brief period, depending on which way we go, where me and Shaq are only 4 hours apart.
Yeah, that's this one.
Is it this way around? Okay.
Yep. Starting tonight, tomorrow morning, it'll actually be 9 o'clock my time right now, instead of 8 o'clock.
Okay, you're stuck. Alright.
Ah, quit. Are you using both kind of shields? I just cottoned onto that.
Yeah.
Both flavors.
It's the best way of doing it. Why not? If you've got 2 shields, do
Chocolate,
shields.
chocolate and vanilla. Need to get Farrell to come down and grind this part lower. Pain in the ass to do.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to apologise, but I'm going to also have to ask you guys to find a place to wrap up and end the stream. It's about half an hour early, but unfortunately we started a bit later than I intended, and I've got another appointment
everything took
starting
long.
in minus 3 minutes. Apparently. Whoops. Yeah, that took frustratingly long in comparison to what I'd hoped for, but yeah.
But we've set up the mystery for next stream.
Well, we've set up at least a place to start building. That just a bit frustrating towards the start of the day, figuring out some of the weird changes to do with how you can paint, and then also
So rather
still
than leaving
something
with
strange.
a cliffhanger, shall we tell them what we're working on?
I did. I told them what we were working on right at the start. I mean, we can remind them before we finish, by all means, but I did actually mention at the start what we were doing here. So the plan is, underground, we are obviously opening up this huge area, capturing all of the rock we can from it, because that'll be materials to help us build up what will hopefully be a proper mean-ass battleship. So think good intentions, big brother. I need to go and look up a good name of the... I don't know, we can call it the Killing Time.
I liked Bad Reputation,
Because
honestly.
we're just killing time, you see?
Mrs. Spacebar, are you around?
But yes, we need an underground hangar and some place to build up something proper chunky and massive. And I guess I've laid down the very first couple of blocks for this, which I figured would need to be like right in the center of the vessel. We probably want a secure chamber for spawning and controlling and whatnot. But I'll leave it here and not put any more down. Maybe this is also where we have our shield controller table. But
Yeah,
can you pink that?
boy, I think you're way too far back, personally. The middle of it should be all the way over here, but anyway.
It depends how big we're thinking. I would certainly have the bridge section towards the rear, but I mean, if you go back a number of layers this way, remember, we don't need Allen here or this connection point here. That's a good number of blocks back this direction.
Yeah, if you've seen how far back I've gone up towards the
I
top
mean,
here,
you might be right.
won't
We
take me too
might
long.
need to snitch it further forwards next time. We'll figure it out. I just wanted to put something down so we could at least say it started. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Mr. Spacebar, Mr. Farrell, Mr. Tex, thanks as well. Apologies for being a bit frustrated towards the start, but Space Engineers was getting on my nerves. Space Engineers being weird combined with those blooming shoot blocks that just weren't working out for what I wanted. Yeah, frustrating. Either way, thanks, guys. If you've enjoyed, please hit that like button. Does make a big difference with how the video goes and so on. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can actually get told about shit. And remember, you can go and check out, well, at least 2 of these 3 fine fellows down in the video description. Go and check out their channels, Mr. Spacebar and Mr. Farrell. I think I've got Spacebar's Twitch and Farrell's YouTube. If I remember
Not
rightly.
that I do much, but
Occasionally.
occasionally. Yeah.
Occasionally. And then you can go and sub to Tex, but I think we've kind of got over that for the time being. It'll come back round.
But I will be streaming again tomorrow. So
Oh yeah.
with the good captain.
You don't need to get advertised Cap when he's not even here.
I'm not advertising him. I'm advertising me.
he does have a point there,
But you're...
or at least his alter ego.
Do you have a POV?
No.
You get to look at Tex tomorrow if you want on chat stream
Yes.
and see him in all his sexy self.
But more importantly, you get to see a lot of really cool Star Wars theme mods, including some made by this gentleman, well, this fine lady over here.
Yep.
Most
need
of the
to finish-
mods that we're using are actually made by the modding community, which are members of the Armco Discord. And if you're not a member of the Armco Discord, well, neighbor, you've got some joining to do.
You should be. Link in the description.
Lots of cool things going on there.
All right, folks. Thanks for coming along. Catch you for the next one.
That's perfect timing because I have to